All right, what is up? Welcome, Spoiler Kings. We're a little late. Everyone was kind of doing their own thing, So, so
Yeah, I was sick.
no.
This is my fault.
Yeah,
It happens.
that's why I was like, all right. Well, Brian don't show up, and he's probably sleeping already because you said you weren't feeling well.
Yeah, no, I felt sick, and I was like, no, never mind. I'm gonna make it happen. My wife was like, hey, go to bed. I was like, I am downstairs.
Yeah. In 3 hours.
Exactly.
Well, so, but it's Monday, so we're definitely gonna talk about House of the Dragon that happened yesterday. Definitely gonna talk about the Vampire Lestat that also came on last night.
That was weird as shit. Like the first half was
super weird
as shit.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Man, it was.
But the second half was so emotional.
Yes. Yes.
I was really like, I mean, I was in my feelings, man. I
yes,
was like,
man. When he sings that song, I was just like, oh, I'm about to cry. You're crying. That might be my favorite song of the whole season. That was
easily the ballad.
Damn.
Oh my god, it was
because it just
touching. It's everything that we knew that he felt.
I can't.
My god,
yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and it kind of reminds you that what we saw in the first 2 seasons was all Louis' story, not understanding Lestat's true feelings and the connection he truly had with Claudia, and that was it was superbly done.
Yeah. This show has not given me a bad episode yet.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, this season has been just amazing, and there's 2 episodes left. That's like what?
But I still want to repeat myself. I was cringing during the first half. There was parts where I was like, especially with Louis and that whole scene.
I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
God.
I don't know if it was cringy. I mean, it was, but it was just like, I'm like, this ain't right. This ain't good for you, man. This ain't good for you.
And it's funny because he's in trouble and he's like lost it, right? And who's the one person he calls? And then Lestat comes and he's like, I almost get murdered. You don't even call. But you call as soon as you're messed up. First person you want to call is me. And now I gotta come up here and fix everything.
But it's like, hey, this vampire got shot. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, he's like, hey, I think I see our dead daughter. And he's like, I'll be right there. Yeah. But but we're gonna talk about that. And then if we got time, we'll talk Minions. But if Brian ain't feeling good, I doubt you saw a Brain Man, right?
Dude,
I really didn't want to see it.
It was horrible. Minions. I was sitting there and like in the continuity of what's going on with Gru and the Minions, it didn't even make sense. Like, because he was at the end of the movie, it didn't make sense. Because like, so you telling me this is supposed to fit in with the continuity of what we saw before? Then what? Why are you doing this? Like,
was he?
You couldn't even. Yeah, he was, because they were talking about when he was young. Yeah, he was at the end.
Okay,
it was It didn't make any sense. I didn't know what the hell they were doing anymore. I was like, what are we doing? What's the point? Why are you even doing this anymore? I mean, and you know what? I hope it don't make any money. I hope it makes $0.00.
I mean, it is making good money. I think it's 160 something worldwide right now. But it is the lowest domestic opening for the franchise, I believe.
It's not. It just wasn't good.
It wasn't a good movie. Spoiler alert. Yeah. So, but if not, we can review that offline. It's not that big of a deal. Like, cause I like I said, I doubt Brandman's gonna go see it. There's really no need. There's no nostalgia. You don't have kids. I mean, there is.
Yeah,
unless you really love the Minions.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much over anything Minions, and just like I said, I don't even know what movie they're on at this point. So yeah, I have no investment in it.
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, so I don't even know. So that there's like Minions that you're supposed to know, and then half the ones that they're introducing and following the story, you don't even know who they are. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're different. They're new.
Oh my god! dude, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they made this movie, and I'm a little appalled.
This one and number 4 felt the most cash grabby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they just didn't have any heart behind them.
It was like the one with Drew, and then this one. We're just, I was like, guys, come on, really? You can't come up with a good story?
Yeah. So, but like I said, you know, we'll for sure gonna do the shows, and then we might call it early, and then, you know, we'll review the movie when we get a chance. Maybe like tomorrow night or something. Do it offline. Oh man. Hopefully there's no storms. So hopefully we're not losing power. We're not getting floods. We're not getting like thunderstorms. So hopefully because that was the one thing I noticed when I was editing our X-Men was towards the end of the conversation, especially like me and Brian were like, yeah, you know, it was good. You know, like it was very like you noticed like we were kind of like notice like, you know, because you said your power was flickering.
Yeah,
you know, I started getting new water and
it's weird stuff going on. Like, all right, guys, but you know what? I still say X-Men 97. So it's phenomenal. Oh, and I love it so much. So, but guess what, guys? We're $9 million away from Michael being a $1 billion movie.
Oh wow! I'm surprised they didn't make it this weekend.
Nice.
I'm really surprised.
I mean, it'll be next Monday. We'll be here. It's $1 billion movie next Monday.
Yeah. And then after that, they're gonna, as soon as it hits $1 billion, I think they're gonna drop it on streaming like the next week. You know what I mean? Like I feel by the end of the month
already.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe it's already available.
Damn. It might be.
Dude, I think that's available.
Yeah, it is on demand. Yeah.
And then
you go watch it on Prime and Fandango stuff.
How does Supergirl make no money, right? And then still have an 85% drop?
I mean, yeah. It made I mean it barely crossed the 100 million mark this weekend. So
whose phone is that? Is that yours?
Mine. Yeah, I was trying to finish up my Duolingo, and I'm on like a 687-day streak.
Damn, that's like what, 2 years? It's 680 something almost.
Yeah,
dude. Supergirl did not make $100 million yet, right? It's still at 99 million still.
No, I thought it was like 100 and something. That's what I thought I read.
Box office Mojo still has at 99.
9 some. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Yeah.
I got mute you.
Sorry. Hang on. I have like 5 more questions.
No, answer questions.
There you go. Yeah, we're gonna go through some of the comments real quick, and then we're gonna get right. Well, first of all, we got Collector coming in saying, "Can we do House of Dragon first?" We can do House of Dragon first, because I know you gotta go to bed. You got to do your
he needs to rest,
stuff like that.
He needs to rest before his MRI. So
yeah, and I think
it's Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. I think you said.
Yep.
Yeah, coming Wednesday morning. So, yep. Yeah. Also, I think the House of Dragon conversation will be a lot quicker than our Lestat conversation.
It's so much drama, and it gets to a point right now where I'm like, okay, there's nothing happening it's literally like 15 minutes of pushing the story along, and then just drama all over the place. Not that it's not good, but sometimes I don't want all the drama.
Yeah, because this is how, like, for me it's just like it's like drama and then story. So it's just like it goes like you get your drama, then you get your story, so it's a little bump up, and then it kind of plateaus, and then lasts like 15 minutes, boom, and then that's how it's been, you know. Whereas like I'm curious to see what happens next because of how the last episode ended, and that's been 3 times in a row now.
But I will say that the acting is superb. The acting, the feel of the whole show is just it's second to none. It's really it feels good. I have to say it, and you understand, but I feel the intensity, I feel the stress, I feel all that stuff from Rhaenyra. Like I feel it all, and like her decision making and her going crazy, and I feel like you can feel her nerves going crazy. You can feel her going off kilter. Like you can see it happen. It's like watching a car crash. That's what it feels like to me. Watching a car crash.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Wow. But we appreciate the 199 super chat. I saw this one earlier. And I'm like, oh, we got to play this because this might be one of my favorite scenes of all time.
Made mistakes. And then he had us.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
I would say that all the time as like a fucking 5-year-old. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying that to like my uncle and my aunt.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts. Or like, you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? It's like, you are 4 years old. You need to shut up. My uncle would always like, he's like, you know what the heck you talking about? I'm like, it sounds cool though. Batman said it. Oh yeah.
And Mr. Mom.
And Mr. Mom. But we'll do House of Dragon first. We'll go through some of these comments real quick, and then we'll get started.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I can stay long. Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about House of Dragon. Teague said the 1983 Master Universe TV series is die casted into Blu-ray next month. Ooh,
really?
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. Then Collector said they have to knock him out and put a breathing tube. Yeah, he always gets very nervous when it happens. I mean, I don't know if I get nervous, but I start like thinking about shit, where like it fucks me up, and it's like right as they're like putting the mask on me, with the anesthesia, and it's always the same thought. It's like I'm gonna wake up and just lose time, and then like that's what I go to sleep thinking about. I was like, and then you like instantly wake back up. Because you don't know you're asleep, so it's like I'm like, what time? The first thing I ask every single time is like, wait, what time is it? Like, how long was it in there for? This one
anesthesia doesn't work on me.
Oh really? Damn. So they gotta give you like a high dose.
Yeah, they have to give me that didn't knock me out for real, because there's multiple times where I will doing surgeries where I've woken up.
Oh damn. Yeah, that's not fun.
And
for anybody.
I wake up because I'm so tense about everything. So worried about, giving someone else control over everything. So I'm so tense that I just end up waking up, and it's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they give you a lot of anesthesia, then you're knocked out more, which is harder to wake up.
And I'm out for 6 hours when I'm only supposed to be out for 2. And yeah. Not good.
Yeah.
Collector, hopefully everything goes well.
Yeah.
Just, you just keep your head on straight, focused. You're gonna be okay. There's no question. We all there for you, all thinking about you when you're doing it. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Think about your reward after. So after he's gonna get some coffee and a donut. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Oh man, how long it's been since I had the donut with my coffee. I've been putting it away, keeping away the donuts and everything.
I was gonna say the last time I had a donut.
Yeah. Oh my god. Man. Yeah. I go to Dunkin' Donuts to get my kids all the stuff, and I don't get nothing. Just give me the coffee. Just give me the coffee.
Yeah. I want after this last time I was out, because your throat's all irritated when they knock you out, from the tube being in there. So I got a frozen. Usually I get iced coffee, but I'm like, nah, give me frozen. I want cold.
That's soothing. Yeah. I will say, so I went to the gym today, and I put 425 up 3 times today. So I felt really accomplished, because it was, it's a lot of weight. And if he had put it the 3rd time, I was like, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna be wait till I'm gonna be a 50-year-old man benching 500 pounds. I can't wait. This is happening.
That's funny. That's funny. Collection that you usually talking about. No, we were because I came home late from picking up the kids, so I was like scarfing down a piece of chicken right now, and then and then we were just kind of waiting around, seeing what was gonna happen.
Yeah,
but
no,
not today.
I had to hide away.
I took almost 3.
Yeah. Wow.
Mhm.
Man, you hear about the backlash from Sony? Yeah,
Dude, the fact that they're talking about no more physical, no
Well,
more
yeah.
games at all. You won't be able to play anything. You won't be able to do anything. What the? Do they not understand that we love physical media? I mean,
Yeah,
would
I
boycott.
hate that. I hate that. It eliminates the whole. Yeah, it eliminates the whole point of even calling it physical media. This whole back and forth with the new GTA, or
Yeah.
not even the back and forth, but the physical copy not being a physical copy is nuts.
I'm
and
so
yeah, it's why I'm not even I didn't even bother with the pre-order, because I could just buy it on the
look.
store when it comes out if they're gonna do all that.
Look, I think.
Sure.
Look, no, that's not my last one. I
Mhm.
think the Miles Morales might be my last physical
copy.
game, because I'm like GTA 5 might have been the last game I bought, physically bought, like with the disc. But now I'm like, I think Miles Morales had physical, but that might have been it, because all my God of Wars that I bought, they don't even bother.
Would you spend $1,200 on a new system, knowing that if the internet goes away, you won't be able to even play it? Can you see yourself paying $1,200 for something and not be able to use it offline? Like if you don't have internet, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Then why the hell?
I mean, all the movies, like there's people that and I was like, this proves the point of why you should own physical media. It's like you bought, however many of the 550 movies that you bought online, say even if you bought 10 of them, gone, just gone, no refund, no nothing, just be like, not too bad, thanks for the money. So like you don't own it, you don't own it, so like I like having, I don't have any here next week. I like when I get like my 4K and my Blu-ray and my digital copy, because the digital copy is it's easy, it's convenient. You know what I mean? I go on Fandango, boom, hit it, play it. I got like 600 movies on there.
Put on that.
Yeah. So, but there's times where I'm like, I'm gonna throw on Zootopia 2 4K, and it looks so much better. Even the 4K disc is going to look better than the 4K streaming. That's just how it is.
More than anything, I just don't want to control. I don't want them to just pull away things and no longer be available. I'm tired of that. And tell me what I can and cannot watch. So that's why I'm, hold on and hoard as much stuff as I can. Even though I have multiple copies. Me organizing these movies, and I realized I got like 15 copies of the same stuff.
Yeah.
We need to do a giveaway. Oh, we should do a giveaway.
Yeah, we got so much, so much shit. I got here. Talking about physical media. I got these I can give away, and like 2 more that I just dropped. Lord of the Rings is all 3. That's all of it. Psycho 50th anniversary, that's great. John Wick 3. So Wolverine. The Wolverine might be my favorite besides Logan, because Logan is just perfect. Like the Wolverine was not bad.
It was okay, but I mean, I don't even think he should be like in the same conversation with Logan.
No, Logan is yeah.
The Wolverine was like half a good movie, or like 2/3 of a good movie. The first 2 acts were pretty good, and then the third act, it's like that's where it all kind of went to crap.
It's just time with the where's my damn Adidas?
I need some Jordans, bro. I don't do Adidas. What I look like? It's the 80s. Do I look like Run DMC? This is what it looks like. Come on. AID, yes, a D and an A missing off my Adidas.
Well, Mama said taking a moment to appreciate Brandon's Marvel Rivals level of definition on his shirt. Speaking of Marvel Rivals, my God, man, who approved that Captain America swimsuit? Holy shit, man!
Oh my God!
If you haven't, you don't know what I'm talking about. Look
Have
up,
you seen it,
like,
B?
Captain America Rivals like summer swimsuit. I can't show it online.
Yeah,
I don't know if I should. You know what I mean? Like, I can't.
Oh no.
Yeah, you really
Look
it belongs to the episode of The Boys. It belongs to
that. I heard somebody say like that's a lot of freedom.
Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, man, they patched it already, so it's not in the game anymore. But damn,
all you
like,
need is put a little flag on there. And,
who approves that? What the fuck? Like, you can see it from the back. Like, what the fuck? It goes through the chair.
It reminds me of Boondocks, right? Well, they're in prison. They're paying down.
Oh man, that shit was
my
wild.
God.
I'm like, that's not real. And then I see everyone, kind of like posting about it. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Why would they do that? Why?
Look at Brad.
Wait.
You seeing it? It's real.
They give it jiggle physics. Like, he's just standing there. It's like wabba wabba. Oh,
What the?
you know what? Like, after this, like, you can never say like, oh, like they only give women's boobs, the jiggle physics. Like, have you seen Captain America?
Oh my God, it's so funny.
The freedom is ringing. Like, yeah, that's wild, man. Oh man.
I never.
I see a bunch of you guys. I think Tegan and Ace talking about the show. What's up?
No, I was just like, someone actually came up with that and okayed that.
And it was approved. That's even worse.
I
Like,
just
it
want to
was
see what that
approved.
conversation. Yeah, it was approved. I want to see what that I'd love to see what that conversation was like.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it reminds me of Boondocks. You be paying
It's
down. It's just so funny. Oh my God. Oh
Yeah. So did you hear that Tobey Maguire possibly hooking up with the female rapper Spice?
Ice
Really?
Spice.
I did not hear that.
I thought that was. I thought that was a joke. I didn't
Yeah,
realize that was real. I didn't think that was
sounds
real at all. Yeah.
A friend said I took my 8-year-old son to see the movie. He said it was okay. I mean, my 4-year-old liked it.
My
mean,
daughter asked to leave.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My daughter, she just looked at me. She's like, "Dad, can we go?" I was like, "Oh, yes." But I'm like, I want to see the end of the
That's
movie because
hilarious.
I put this money in. Like, I spent money on seeing this, right? I want to see it to the end. You know, matter how bad it is. And she went outside and she started playing games. She's like, I have like $4. So I have $4. Can I go into the little arcade? All right, I guess if that's what you want to do.
Oh man. Mom, get it, Toby.
Can you tell
Oh, he said they said they were sharing a vape. No, it looked like they were making out.
Okay, clarify. I did ask if the leaning was them shotgunning the vape once I received the statement, because that lean in the arm caused the frenzy, and that's when I told the photo caught them greeting each other. So it was just them greeting each other and sharing a vape pen. Yeah, okay.
Just share something.
Yeah. Hey, look, let's go, Toby. You made $100 million off of Spider-Man. You already like my childhood Spider-Man, right? And now you got Ice Spice, man. Hey, let's go, Toby. You winning.
Go for it.
Hey, you winning.
He still loves his redheads after all these years.
100%. Yeah.
Some things don't change. 20 years later.
God.
Clark said it comes out on physical next year. Michael.
Yep.
coming out physical. Yeah, that's wild.
No, is it next week? Because I ordered it a long time ago. It's already
I
coming out.
ordered. Yeah, I ordered a long time ago. Except Fernando sent a 100 sticker. Was that on? Oh, is it on?
It's on YouTube
on the Vert. Yeah, because I don't have those up. I need it. On the Vert, you can do like tips and stuff like that. I forgot whatever they call it.
But it's like the experience thing that you have on YouTube. I think it's not just on the Vert. It's on either of them. So
no go. Yeah, Mama Bear super flop. It is not doing well.
Would you believe that Supergirl could lose to the Marvels?
Yo, it's gonna lose to everything. It might be the lowest like grossing comic book movie of all time. Like,
I mean, it doesn't deserve that. The Marvels was a train wreck.
I thought the Marvels was way worse.
Yeah, that was a train wreck. So
but
the Marvels made $200 million worldwide.
I don't know if this makes it.
Just to make another $100 million to get there.
I don't even know. I don't even know if it gets 150. 150 might be where like the ceiling right now is at. Like I mean, it made what, like 9?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I mean, it dropped 85%.
I don't think international is gonna do it.
I mean, where's that? International is $42.5 million. I mean, could it have? I mean, come on, yeah. I mean, I talked about stuff I didn't like about it, right? I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah, it's not the worst like movie. It's just
no.
It reminds me of like a old school Marvel Phase 1, like early 2008, 9 kind of movie. It was like cool. Like we're past that kind of storytelling already. I thought.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to describe it. Like like when superhero movies were like really kind of finding their footing back, like you said, early 2000s era. I definitely agree there.
Yeah.
It feels like Amazing Spider-Man.
I hope they
2.
do Ace.
That's what the movie seems like. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Not terrible. Like we rewatching it, but like it just, why would you go see it?
Yeah.
Right.
It was more of a frustrating movie than anything, because you know that it was capable of being so much more than it already was, or than it ultimately was. I'm sorry, but too much behind the scenes, kind of back and forth. And
I see you, Deuce.
What's going on, Deuce?
What's up, Drew? Yeah, but the question is, why didn't they just follow the comic book? If
that's all they had to do.
Problem with writing, why wouldn't you just follow the comic book and give us that story and not try to change up, especially the ending? People are pissed off about the entire movie. I was in the comic book store, right? And they're talking about it. And this one guy got so emotional. It was like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like,
no, it didn't make any sense.
Why? What are you doing? Like,
that's all they had to do. All they had to do is follow the graphic novel. They had the blueprint right there in front of them. That's the only thing the content is enough in itself to carry an hour and 50, 2-hour movie. All Craig Gillespie had to do was adapt that. It would have been a great contrast to the Superman that we already have established. He didn't have to try to be James Gunn. He just needed to be Craig Gillespie. His track record speaks for himself. He's very capable of handling material like this. And I forgot who wrote it, but I know there was some back and forth with the script as well. But sorry. Yeah,
Tony.
The story was right there. It just had to be
right there.
It just had to be translated over.
But also, James Gunn, as you talked about, James Gunn did a lot of this stuff. That post-production stuff, him adding the music didn't fit. All that stuff just didn't work.
because it seems like Gillespie, whatever is he's not saying like throwing James Gunn under the bus, but in a lot of the interviews, it's coming out where the studio, and at this point, the studio is James Gunn, interfered a lot, and kind of went with certain things. So I was like, damn, don't do that, man. Like, and I get it's hard as somebody who's a creator to let somebody else create something you're overseeing, but that's part of the job, bro. Like,
have you not figured it out? Have you not watched Kevin Feige give you guardrails? Like, don't pass this, put this in your movie, and don't mess
like
up the story.
Here's your box.
Yeah, do whatever you want to do within here.
Yeah, but this character needs to end up here by the end, so we can keep using them. And
hey, I see your super chat, but Deuce.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. We're so far behind. The super chat from Deuce. Where's Spawn? Where's Batman Beyond? What is DC doing? Well, Spawn is Image. So we're not gonna see that. We're not gonna see that anytime soon.
Yeah, McFarlane's not gonna let that go.
Unless he's writing it and directing it, and his name's everywhere on it. Which a lot of studios are not gonna mess with.
Todd
that
McFarlane directs Todd McFarlane Spawn.
Yeah,
Todd
exactly.
McFarlane today.
Like
That
it'll be like
Spawn
Seth MacFarlane,
movie.
whereas like everything is like written
That
by,
Spawn
directed
movie will
by,
never-
screenplay by, voiced by,
the
acted
Spawn movie
by.
will never see.
Yeah, sorry.
That's funny.
That Spawn movie will never see the light of day.
No. And
That's
Batman
still-
That will
Beyond
never happen.
There was only one man that needed to be Spawn. Michael Jai White ruined it for everybody else because I think Michael Jai White is the perfect person to play
He was
Spawn.
great.
But
He was great.
it's just him.
He can still do it. He can still do it.
Michael Jai
He can
White is
still do
56
it.
years old.
Yeah.
And he can still do it. He can still-
Yeah.
Just have him be a retired military person instead of an active military person, and you're good. But Batman Beyond, the problem is it's Batman Beyond, so you have to have.
We can't get Batman.
First. Can we get a Batman first? Who's not like, hey, this is Batman's first years, or this is Batman, in his first Nolan Batman is early Batman. The Batman is early Batman. Like the only further along Batman we ever got was Kilmer and Clooney. Jesus, because Keaton was new-ish to the game, as Batman, at the character at the time, because people were still kind of like figuring out who he was. So like we never got a Batman who's been Batman for a while. I take that back. Before Mama Bear yells at me,
I was like,
yeah,
Ben Affleck.
Affleck
was. See, I'm glad you said that because honestly, I believe that this is what he should do. Gunn should try to do what I said from the beginning. Bring everybody together. You need to have Snyder do Batman. You give him Batman. Don't let him do everything else. Give him Batman. Can you imagine that? And then let him do the slow-mo, let him do big explosions because he understands the darkness of it. So we never got it.
Yeah.
I think it could be phenomenal. And that brings the fandom together and you can do all type of stuff. Now you kind of get rid of your rival too. Let him do Batman.
Yeah, 100%. Right now, like the scene of Joker killing Todd, or Jason Todd, black and white, where just the blood is red, very much like kind of 300 kind of style, or even a Sin City kind of style. Slow mo it, like have it be like a memory, and where like you feel it, like that's like that. Man, Snyder can do that because he has done that before, and it looks great. So yeah, no, Batman is a perfect for Snyder. Perfect for Snyder.
You let him do that. You bring the fandom together. You stop all the hate. That's what's killing it, right? You can't have all this hate, everyone going against each other when you really everyone wants a good DC thing. So if James Gunn wants to make his Superman the way he wants to make his Superman, let him do Superman. Let Snyder do Batman, right? And then make you a creative team to figure out how we're going to get to this Justice League.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't know what DC's doing, but you know what? They do a great job of animation. They do a great job of animation, but live action.
Their animated stuff is great.
Yeah, the Nightfall stuff. The trailer for that looks.
Yeah, they're live. Awesome.
Agreed, Mama Bear. She said Gunn needs to stay off social media. I've been saying that since the beginning. I've been saying that, like, where are you? Why are you arguing? Be the lead, be the head of the studio. If you're going to lead a studio, watch. Kevin Feige is not perfect, and we've seen Phase 5 and how bad it was. Kevin Feige is the way you run a studio, though. If you're going to run a studio, run it like him. When he's not being interfered with everyone else, do what he's doing. He ain't directing everything. He got producers all up in your videos, all doing other stuff. You don't need that. You know, be the man behind it. Say, I'm putting my fingertips on all these things, but I'm letting you still be who you are.
Yeah. Like,
yeah,
you can't be the coach and the quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, because then it just it don't work. It don't work.
Yeah, and in the case of Gunn, I agree. Going on social media and actually engaging people, it's not a good look. It's very it's very juvenile. Really, you just need to let the work that you're doing speak for itself and play things close to the chest. The engaging and arguing with fans back and forth, it's just what's going on, Tamika? Yeah, it's just it's a little too infantile for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've
been saying that for 2 years with him.
Yeah. We're this is not 2006. The edgelord troll shit is done. Like, people talk shit on the internet. Just you need to be above it. You just need to be above it.
You don't go look for the guy and say, I'm gonna have some ghost accounts and I'm gonna attack him and I'm gonna say it on my own and say it with my chest. Why are you doing that? You're above this.
Yeah.
Don't alienate people. It's already a fandom that's split. So why the hell would you then alienate them? Like, what the hell's wrong? Like, it's stupid to me. I think it makes no sense.
Yeah. Like, you might not. Obviously, you're not going to agree with people who are going to talk shit to you, or say you suck. And you're like, but at the same time, it's like, all right, just be quiet. Like Brandman said, let your work speak for yourself. So, I don't know.
We gotta get video for Deuce.
Yep. What we got.
We'll see. I chose one. I want to see which one you choose.
You got?
No, I want to see which one you choose, and we'll see how much in sync we are. Let's see if you can figure out what he's saying about Batman Beyond. He's talking about Spawn. What video did you choose? I want to see what it is.
No idea. I have no idea. You pick one because I'm
okay.
I'm gonna
do one for him. I could have easily did.
Tell me what my suit is, woman. We are talking about the greater good.
Greater good. I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
Yeah, but when we talk about Batman and just talk about the greatest thing, Batman, I will.
It always mutes us.
So I love that so much. Every time I see that, just makes me feel good inside. Just seeing that's if I could be anyone,
I gotta edit that.
I want to be Batman with standing on a rooftop and looking up and seeing the bat signal come out, and it's like, oh yeah, I've been summoned.
That's funny.
Oh man,
I thought you were gonna do like you white, you Ben Affleck.
That works too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I like that.
Oh man, you said I won Spawn, Static, and Batman Beyond.
I don't know
Static,
how we're gonna get
out of
Static.
those three, honestly, you probably get Static before. That would be the most. And but yeah,
Maybe I'm
because Batman
cynical.
Beyond, you're a wild from.
Maybe I'm very cynical, and I'm gonna tell you that I feel like just like we're getting with Lanterns being a TV show, I have a hard time believing they're gonna do a black lead character in a movie.
Well, look what they're doing with Mr. Fantastic. Like, hey, you get your own TV show.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It just feels that way. Like they will never really give us what we're looking for. And it's sad, but it's just the truth. I believe I can see TV shows all the time. Black Lightning TV show. You want any of that stuff? You give a TV show, but a major motion picture. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not even sure if we're actually going to get
animation. That's true.
I don't even know if Mr. Terrific is actually going to get the time. I'm not sure.
But by the
time it comes out, then people are going to forget who Mr. Terrific is. Even though Mr. Terrific is interesting because you could do the Terrifics, right?
Yeah, I mean, you already got was it Metamorpho or whatever his name is? So you already got one of the other people of that group in the universe. So like, yeah. Like you can easily do that.
Yep, Metamorpho.
So Mr. Terrific is gonna be Strange Tale. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense, you know. Even though, I mean, you're not gonna get. Well, thank you. I don't know if that was sarcasm. I don't know what they're going to do. Mr. Terrific, if they're ever going to give us even the TV show, I'm not sure they're going to give us to us. I think that, you know, by the time we get to the next movie, you know, The Brave and the Bold and stuff, that they're going to forget about how awesome and how he carried the movie and how it was the most important, the best part of those movies. So, you know, I don't know if we're ever going to get it.
Yeah.
You know, things being in development. I mean, how long has Blade was in development? And then they said no. And then, you know, they said,
now they're talking about completely redoing it. So we'll see. I think we did bring up the Master of the Universe, the Blu-ray set.
The Master of the Universe, the complete original series Blu-ray. Yeah. It has the animated movie there and the Christmas special with Shira. Yeah, actually, I have it.
Wow. I know. I think it was Teague or somebody who said it in the beginning.
Collector said it.
No, like all the way at the beginning of the show before we went live. Or no, or was it Collector?
I thought it was Collector.
Yeah, but yeah, we brought up that already. All right, let's get in. Oh man, yeah, we love hanging out. That's why I was like, we gotta remember, like, oh shoot, we got actual things to talk about.
Teague said first. Okay, got you.
Yeah, Teague said first. Yeah. That was like before we were even live. Oh man, but yeah, there's the one true Dark Knight forever.
He is the one true Dark Knight.
Yeah. Kevin Conroy, the Batman anime series. Yeah,
Kevin Conroy is phenomenal. He's the voice. He's the voice you hear, right?
What's up, Sheed?
Oh
yeah, he's always. Whenever I'm reading Batman comics, that's the voice.
His voice.
That's the voice. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So I know like Teague and Ace we're talking a lot about vampire Lestat kind of stuff. So yeah. Ace did say this. Well, if it's true about this new Batman casting and they're gonna go the front line with it in the next next Superman movie, that's a good start.
What's his name?
After this, I think they're gonna fast track Wonder Woman and Batman. They have to.
If Batman 2 makes $1 billion, how can they fast track Batman?
As in the Brave and the Bold Batman?
Yeah.
I mean, just say if Batman 2 makes all this money, how do they fast track the Brave and Bold?
you just, I mean, that's done, right? The Batman's done. Just be like, all right, well, you made $1 billion.
Is the studio going to do that?
But what are you gonna do? You're gonna wait another 5 years for what's his name to, feel like writing a script,
Yeah, Matt Reeves.
So yeah, Matt Reeves. So
I'm just saying, having 2 Batman in the world for us, it's not a problem. For us, it's not a problem.
No, 100%. I agree.
But for the common person, that's not going to be one of those things that go in easy.
They're like, whoa, I thought he was Batman. Yeah, no, I mean the common normal normies, whatever. Like, yeah, they're gonna like, wait, what? I agree. And that's part of the reason why Warner Brothers is in the issue they're in now. You're trying to do too much all at once. You never it gave anything like the time to really figure it out. You're just like movie, Batman. We need money, Batman. Let's do this, let's do that. So, Snyder's in charge of it. Well, first before it was Snyder, it was Hamada and oh my god, the I can't think of it, the DC writer who did Green Lantern. I'm having such a blank on his name.
Not Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns. Exactly.
Yeah,
Jeff Johns. They were going to be in charge, and then that Snyder was going to be in charge, and then everything happened with Snyder. And I was like, oh, it's going to be The Rock, and then that movie bombed, and then they're like, oh, well, here's a Batman movie, and that did well, so they're like, well, we're going to make 5 more of those while we do a universe. So,
it's all screwed up, and
yeah,
I don't understand why their first thought is not, let's combine as much as I can. No matter what I can do, I'm going to bring in everyone I can. I'm going to try to combine, not split the fandom, but actually bring them all together. I don't understand why that's not the answer.
Yeah. Lanterns has to do well. It probably won't. I'm not going to count it out yet, but I mean, because the one thing is, it is HBO. HBO makes really good.
Look at House of the Dragon.
Drama based. Even like I'm not like as hyped as other people with House of Dragon,
but it's good. But
I like it. You know what I mean? I like it. I look forward to watching it every weekend. I want to see what's going to happen next. So, at the worst, like a worse HBO show is still like really good. So yeah, so at least the ones they actually put money and stuff into. So we'll see. I still agree with Brian. Like, I've been saying that everywhere now. Like, Supergirl should have been an 8-episode movie. Take each comic book, turn it into an hour-long episode. There's your 8 episodes that you like to do for whatever reason, and then turn Lanterns into a 2-hour movie, 2.5-hour movie.
But why do we even have to say that? Like, literally, which one's a Justice League member? Which one 100%. Is phenomenal? Look, Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, that's movie. That's it. That's period. What are we doing? Why are we doing a movie with anyone? If you're not doing the Holy Trinity, the next one should be Green Lantern.
Yeah. I saw a video where they're like, oh, the top 3 in DC, Superman, Batman, Green Lantern. I was like, I love Green Lantern. I'm a huge Green Lantern. He is not top 3. I am sorry. He is 4 at most.
Depending on when you're talking about comic books and what you grew up with, I'm just telling you that
it's Jon the Trinity. Yeah, and then, but yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna go Aquaman? Are you doing Martian Manhunter? Like over Green Lantern? Like you're not
exactly.
You're not like Supergirl is not anywhere in the same realm.
Yeah.
So like I'm just saying, if you're going someone, the 4th one gotta be.
But it also makes sense.
It's only Hal and John.
Yeah, you like making 8-episode seasons for whatever stupid reason everyone's doing that shit now. You hear, and then we're gonna take this 8-issue comic book and make it into a movie. Make it into a fucking show. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're gonna take this one storyline that has 8 issues, make each issue an episode, call it a day. Like, yeah. Shit, you can even condense some of it and go down to like fucking 7.
Do
6,
a mini series of 6. Mini series. 6 hours of content. You could do it that way, and then give us a feature film with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. What are we doing? Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. I agree. That's why I'm like, the video I saw, it was somebody reacting to somebody else's video, and they're like, "Oh, the big three is Superman." I'm like, yeah, Batman, yeah, and then it goes Green Lantern. I was like,
No, it's definitely.
the hell? It's like,
Yeah.
what is it? Like, that's
We
why I'm
know what the
like,
Trinity is. Come on, guys.
yeah, I'm like, I am super big fan Green Lantern. Love it, but it's Wonder Woman without a doubt. Are you
Wait,
crazy?
She should be. It's funny because those are the only three that have continuing series like that keep on going besides Nightwing
For decades. at this point.
Nightwing seems to go on. I'm just saying the next one should be Green Lantern.
Oh yeah,
That's all I'm saying. Give me that. I'm with that with the comic books. Give me that with a movie. Let's do those things. I don't understand why DC's so afraid of it. Well, now I kind of do. If Paramount, continues to do this, then then I understand. Then I guarantee you'll never have a Green Lantern movie. You'll never have a Static movie. You'll never have a Black Lightning in the movie. You'll never have any of those things in the movie.
Killmonger, right? He's gonna be like, there was only one Green Lantern, and his name is Hal Jordan. It's like, no,
and he's on this TV show. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
So we all know how it ends. A train wreck. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy the material from that world. Yeah. Talking about it could have probably been about the same amount of money as a show as opposed to movie. That's why they did it with the Mandalorian. Yeah.
Which it just makes sense. I feel like it could have been very Mandalorian like.
Yeah. It's like my fat one. Exactly. Yeah. I'm talking about how it ends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right. I think we need to get into the
House of Dragons.
Yeah. Because Deuce is saying I wouldn't watch House of Dragons because how Game of Thrones ended. I was right there with you, man. I was right there with you. And honestly, if it wasn't for the Spoiler Kings, I probably wouldn't have watched it, or I would have not have watched season 1. I probably would have got into it a little later. Because the House of Dragon, Game of Thrones ended, I was.
But it's just the great acting that they've done and the great casting they've done that kind of brings you in. I mean, I think that I talk about the stuff that you see, the emotion you see on these characters' faces is just second to none. And I love Matt Smith. Like this, it's good. So
Matt Smith's probably my favorite person on the show.
Yeah, he's so good.
You also don't have to worry about them ending it.
There's an ending. we know how it ends.
You know how it gets there. They can't mess it up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Collector has it early night. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's get this train rolling. I said we're gonna go through comments real quick, but it always ends up being like an hour. So we get sidetracked, and this time it wasn't Mama Bear's fault, so she can't. She can't take the heat for our distraction this time.
You said nope, not watching it.
Not watching it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Same thing with what's the other Game of Thrones? Night of Seven Kingdoms.
Night of Seven Kingdoms, I think was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was really good.
Too. I'm just surprised by that much. Was surprised how much I like that one.
B, remember I said I don't want anything to do with it. I was like, I don't want nothing to do with it.
I do.
Episode 2, I was like, I can't wait to see episode 3.
Yeah. I think I was right there with you. I was like, I don't really have any interest in this.
Yeah. I think we're all pissed off how it is. Like Sopranos ended up still hurting my heart.
Oh my god, that has to be one of the worst endings ever.
Yeah,
Sure was.
It's hard to end a show. It's hard. What do you do? So it's not that. It was like whoever said like it just goes black. I was like, what? Like that's no, man. No, you can figure something out, because there's shows that have really good endings. Some have like okay endings, stuff like that. So I'm trying to think of a show that had a really good ending. Because like How I Met Your Mother, I think had a good ending. It could have been better. Could have been better.
It pissed me off a little bit. I'm not
100%. but it was an okay ending. I didn't hate it. It just was like, ugh, okay.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was a good ending. Sons of Anarchy, I think it was a good ending.
I enjoy Supernatural's ending. I was sad that it.
I still have not watched it. I refuse to watch it.
It never ends if you never do it. It don't matter. It may never end anyway because they keep on talking about it coming back. You know?
Here you go. Futurama had 3 good endings.
And they keep on coming back.
It keeps coming back. Because after I'm like, why are you coming back? You had such a perfect ending. And then they come back and then they had the perfect ending. And I'm like, just the perfect ending with Fry and Leela and everything was great. And then they bring Ken. I was like, what are you guys doing? Yeah. So yeah.
Dude.
So
no, the Expanse
one
ending
show
pisses me off more than anything.
But that was not their fault. It's not their fault. Where Game of Thrones was like, hey, HBO was like, we'll give you 2 more seasons. Like, here's a shit ton of money. And they're like, we're good. We're going to go do Star Wars with Catherine Kennedy. so that worked out well.
The Next Generation was a really good ending.
Yeah.
I love
that's what,
but then they were able to come back and do Picard. Picard season 3 was phenomenal. Picard season 2 was not that good, but season 3 was phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, and then badly. I'm not happy with it.
No one's happy with Robin. No one's happy with Robin.
Yeah, I know. After you spend like fucking 9 seasons of like, oh, I'm over her. I mean, it was bad. It's not as bad as Sopranos, but that's why I'm like, it had so much better potential. Man, yeah. It's very hard to end a famous TV show. It is because the Cosby Show had a good ending. Everyone was passed out. I don't remember how the Cosby Show ended.
A Different World had good ones. I mean, there's some.
Oh, different. Fresh Prince had a really good ending.
That's the best.
That's a good one, Ace. That had a really, really good ending.
He told Uncle Phil, like, Uncle Phil, when you call on your other kids, he said, we were relatives before. We became family. I don't want to go back to being a relative. And then he says, when you call all your other kids, I don't want to not miss the call too. And then when Uncle Phil tells Will, you are my son.
Yeah.
You just better find yourself by a phone. That was tears coming out. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, James Avery is so freaking good. Oh, God.
Yeah. That's a really good ending. I'm trying to think. I think Oz had a good ending because I'm like looking at all my movies here. Oz had a good ending. I liked it.
Dude, I was
thinking about the ending of Oz a little earlier.
The Wire.
Yeah.
The Wire was fine too. The
Wire.
That
was a pretty ending.
Dude. I just don't know. Like, when you said Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like I literally felt like it was so perfect, and it just it took a little piece of my heart, a little bit, and he turned off the lights and walked out.
Friends had a good ending. I'm trying to remember how it ended because I think I stopped watching by then.
When they sell Monica's apartment, and they all put the key out there, and then they said, I guess before we go to the new house, we got some time. They said, want to get some coffee? And then Joey says, where? And they all walk off and try to go to the coffee shop.
It was a good ending.
That's what happened.
You're very emotional about when I finish Friends. Yeah. They said Hadi's favorite of 3, Hati, GOT, 7 Kingdoms.
Game of Thrones. Just it's the height. There's things in Game of Thrones where come on, there's things that you can't get better than.
The ride until it fall off the cliff was the best. I just wish it didn't fall off the cliff because it was just like, oh, we're going to the peak of the mountain, and it just gone. So because like seasons 1 through 5 were great. Those last 2 seasons were garbage.
Fight by distraction.
Yeah. Fight by distraction. Exactly. Frasier. That's what I hear a lot of people saying. Frasier. I didn't
care about Frasier. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I didn't care about Frasier. Yeah.
Jamie Foxx was a good show. Good ending.
Yeah, I wasn't a Frasier watcher.
Yeah. Then you guys just hear we said The Sopranos had a horrible ending. Wait, who said?
You guys give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Deuce said because Deuce says
Oh.
that examples of a good ending. Sopranos ended well. I hated the ending. Was
I did not like it. I did not like it because
It
it just felt. I was incomplete.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like a story shouldn't just stop.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like especially a story with the Sopranos kind of level, like he needs to like.
I did not like the end of it. I didn't, man. Sopranos was just not
Boy Meets World.
Man. Boy Meets World was good. I love Boy Meets World.
Yeah. What's up, Jen?
What's up, Jen? How you feeling?
Going on. What other shows? You watching? I know you talked to Jen.
Jen watches everything.
Like everything. Okay.
Everything. Like literally.
Yeah.
There's times where she's doing stuff and I'm like, man, I wish I had time to watch that one too. That's awesome. But she's a teacher, so she's off for the summer.
So you got.
But even then, she still watches, still does stuff.
Yeah. Oh man. Said I hate the band Chicago because of The Sopranos. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Family Matters. I don't remember what Family Matters.
I don't remember Family Matters
because I know it went 2 seasons too long. When you changed Harriet, that's when that's problems.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What's the other one that people always say that is bad? Seinfeld. I remember watching the finale of Seinfeld. I'm like, oh, that's not a good ending. But it felt very under.
Nothing about Seinfeld was good though. Like I mean, because not good. So people love Seinfeld, but like it wasn't a plot. It's just things.
Well, yeah, it was just
things happened a day in life. So like they didn't have another ending because it wasn't really a beginning. It was just stuff happening.
Yeah. So
Steven went to space and he asked Laura to marry him. Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, it was a show. It was a show about nothing, so it ended about nothing. Yeah, just them in jail. I thought was weird. Like I feel like it should have just ended with them just literally
sitting on the couch or whatever, talking, having an argument, and just go in and go fade to black.
Yeah, like them because them ending in jail, I felt was like too eventful for a group of people who nothing fucking happened. You know what I mean? Like.
If he's Jerry that's the whole point of Seinfeld, how's Jerry Seinfeld going to jail? Come on, let's be true. He can rob the bank and they're not going to put him in jail.
Well, he was him in the show, but he didn't have the level of notoriety, that he had in real life. So he was just like this little stand-up comedian, that was kind of getting by. He wasn't, that level. So it was interesting. There's moments, it was a big culture kind of thing, so everyone knows. But Superstore, I have no idea how that ended.
I have no idea how
or
it
Twin
ended.
Peaks. But Tika's saying Twin Peaks as well. Yeah, collectors. It's one of the worst. People hated that. I remember people hated that.
Mom bear said, "It's New York. Jail happens.
It just happens."
But wait. There's no black people, so it can't just jail just happen. It's not Jonathan Majors there. Oh, is it too soon? Too soon? I don't know. Everybody Loves Raymond. I really like Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't like necessarily like Ray Romano, but I'd love the.
Yeah, he's annoying. He's annoying as shit.
I don't have to like him, but I do enjoy the ending. Brooklyn
Nine-Nine. That's another show where I haven't watched the last season.
I have no idea how it ended. I have no idea
because it's I don't want it to end. Same thing like Supernatural. I don't want it to end. But Brooklyn Nine-Nine is. I love that show. I love that show so much. And I'm not the biggest Adam. Not Adam. What's the fuck's name?
Stein. Oh my god.
Hey, I want my brain for it. He's the bootleg Adam Sandler.
My god. Oh my god. How am I?
God.
Sandberg. Adam Sandberg.
Adam Sandberg.
I can't. I don't know why. It's Samberg. Yeah.
Yeah, Sandberg. Yeah, Andy Samberg. There you go, Andy
It's
Samberg.
Andy Samberg. Yeah,
Yep,
Samberg. Yeah.
You know, like he can kind of grind on my gears a little bit after a while, but because of all the people around him that made the show better, like he was not bad. Like
Yeah.
you know, because there's a lot of stuff I watch with him. I'm like, oh god, man, it just fucking nails.
Big
out
Bang
chalkboard.
Theory had a very good ending. Big Bang Theory had a good ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, winning
We'll say
Nobel Peace Prize and all that stuff. That's a good one. The Nanny. Oh, I love the Nanny. So
I don't remember how it ends, but I remember watching that show all the time.
I was watching the Nanny like 4 days ago. So,
Nice. Sons of Anarchy was great. Bel Air was great.
Good.
Sons of
Sons
Anarchy was great. Was a that's how a show should end. Well, also, but that show made. I mean, they could have worked with something like Sopranos too. You know, something along those lines. You know, there's a lot of murder, like mobs, gangs. You know, could figure something out.
Is there another one?
I'm on a boat.
I'm trying to think of the greatest show endings of all time. I want to see what they say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Animal Kingdom was so underrated. It's so good.
Okay. They have the greatest show endings of all time is Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah, is up there.
The Wire.
Yep.
Better Call
MASH.
Saul.
Yeah, MASH.
MASH is on here too.
Everyone watch MASH. Well, at least our generation.
You know, I knew I stayed up too late
Mm-hmm.
when MASH came on.
Yep.
I was like, I gotta turn around. I gotta go to bed. No.
I like fall asleep with the TV on and MASH starts playing. I'm like, oh shit, turn it off.
He's like, I did something wrong,
man. MASH is so. I mean, MASH back in the day was not underrated, but MASH as we got older, you know, people in their like 40s now, you know, kind of like how like Brian said, it came on late at night, you know, so you know, and that's how I started watching it. Was like, I remember watching an episode. I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of funny, you know, and then started watching more. I'm like, okay, like I get it. But now, man, like shit like that don't happen anymore with kids, man. Like that's how I got into so many animes. Was like I fall asleep with the TV on, you know, and Cartoon Network turns into Adult Swim. And I, you know, randomly fucking Full Metal Alchemist comes on. And I'm like, wait, what's
exactly how I started watching
Full
Metal. That's exactly how I started watching Full Metal Alchemist. Exactly.
Yeah. You know what? The same thing with Interstellar was because I never went to the theater to watch it, and a lot of my friends were into it. So I never went to go see it. And I remember watching it, or I remember it coming on, but I was already asleep. And then they were in space at that point, and I woke up and I watched it. And I'm like, I don't even know how it begins, and this is the greatest movie ever. So I had to like, you know, bought it and watched it and loved it. So,
dude, Jen, you said Robot Chicken? Yeah.
Robot Chicken is great.
Robot Chicken just kept it going.
Robot Chicken was great.
Is MASH that show with Donald Sutherland that takes place during the Vietnam War? Is that Donald Sutherland? But yeah,
it's definitely Vietnam
War. It's during the Vietnam War.
I can't remember.
Who's in the cast? Alan Alda was the big one. He was like the main one. He was Hawkeye. You know, Mike Farrell, Loretta Swift. So, yeah. So I don't know.
All right, let's get off of this so we can get.
Yeah, I know. Right.
We need to get to starting this thing.
Yeah, but
as I'm saying that, I'm still looking up shows that are the great endings. Like, guys, we got to get off of this. And I'm still.
I know.
Typing it in.
I know. Oh man. All right. Now just bringing up his animes.
I mean, you know, Superman and Lois. I thought that was a pretty good ending too.
Yeah, that was a good ending. Yeah,
me too. Got me emotional, actually.
Yeah. So those are the ones that hit you right in the heart hole.
Is Bleach even done? The movie's coming out like next week. Keep coming out with stuff. Same thing with Dragon Ball. It's like it never finishes. It just keeps going. So Teen Titans was great.
Teen Titans was great.
It was a great ending. They need to bring it back.
Smallville. I don't know if Smallville was that good.
It was okay. It was a good ending. Because
It's
he
hard to
becomes
Smallville
Superman,
ending was
but he never wears the suit, so it's kind of hard.
Mhm.
Yeah, like One Piece, never ending. We got 5 more years at least before it ends. At least.
Wow. Collector said he liked the ending of Game of Thrones.
Oh, I did. There's people that do. There's people that do. I can't. Yeah, I actually don't mind the ending of Game of Thrones. The only thing I didn't like was Bran becoming king. Bran becoming king, like
I didn't like almost any of the stuff that they did.
I don't like the whole thing. Is like, oh, well, you saw Dany becoming this monster. How? By freeing slaves and helping, women and this. I was like, just because she killed people didn't make her a bad person because she was helping people. She was like, going against the oppressor, or killing like her shitty brother, like
people that needed to die. You felt like they needed to happen by the end of the show. So then not making her like I didn't
like just like, oh, you saw it coming. She was killing people left and right, but she was killing people to protect people. Like, like she had that was my because as soon as she came to Westeros, she's like stupid. Like she just lost her damn mind. She had sex with her cousin nephew, whatever he was.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Dude
And I'll turn to shit.
Nah, Game of Thrones ruined everything for me.
It was so bad, man. I mean, when I say I was yelling at my TV, I was fucking yelling at my TV. Yelling at my TV like a fucking madman.
Only because it's one of the greatest shows to ever happen. Ever happen. You got everything. You got violence, you got sex, you got intrigue, you got politicals, you have everything you can want. And they ended that way with we invested all these years into it, and then you're just gonna end it there, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
She said, I didn't like the end of Game of Thrones like most. It was fine with it. Yeah, said it was late to the party though. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
Yeah. Let's let's actually talk about it now.
Yeah.
All right. Invested don't get me started. Don't get me started, dude.
Years, all those time, and you're gonna end it that way. And everyone knew like there's three other ways you could have went, and you just decided to say fuck it, and we're just gonna make bread. What?
I know we talked about this last week. I mean, no one's gonna respect his ass. No one's gonna. Yeah, exactly. 10 years. 10 years. Crying and screaming. The red wedding happens. All these people die, and you're just like, and then at the end, the Ice King did nothing.
So why we even have like what the hell? Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah. That's what I figured. You said you didn't mind the end because the way it said. Yeah. But all right, let's. And that's the question people always ask is like, not liking the ending. Would you still recommend people watching Game of Thrones? And I was like, I honestly, yeah. I would still recommend watching Game of Thrones, but get ready for like a really shitty ending.
Enjoy the journey. There's a journey there that you really enjoy.
Yeah, the stuff they do is amazing. The drama, the political intrigue, the magic of it.
Yeah, it's funny. So much build up to be dropped hard like Lestat dropped Louis. Oh my God.
Absolutely. It is a must see. I think it's still one of the greatest series. It's gonna go down as one of the best series ever.
I think Breaking Bad is still higher than
Breaking Bad, yeah. Sons of Anarchy is up there too, I think. Yeah. Or season 1 through 8 and then watch the last 2 seasons in your sleep.
You sleep.
Well, I think how many seasons was it? I think it was
10, right?
I think no. They wanted to do 10 seasons.
I thought it was 10.
No, I think it was
I
7.
thought because I stopped
8
at
seasons.
6, right?
It was 8 seasons. Yeah.
I stopped at 6 and then I watched
yeah.
the finale. I think the last 3 episodes of the final season, just to know what the hell's going on. 8
Yeah, because
seasons.
I know HBO offered them like, hey, let's do 10 seasons. Let's tell the story, and they turned it down. Like, that's dumb. Severance is ongoing. A lot of great video games to dive into. Severance. I might become a senior citizen, but before the next season ends, it starts.
Yeah, if it starts. Yeah, that's the question. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you guys know the Expanse. I watched the Expanse. Right, the ending. These last couple books are phenomenal. The things that happen on the Expanse. Read the books. They set it up. I see now. Understand why they set up the way they set season 6 up. It is so good. What they end up doing. Laconia, come on, man. Laconia is phenomenal. What Amos becomes, unbelievable. Dude, I'm on book 9 now. Oh, good. So good.
So love Severance. Season 2 was amazing. So
I never enjoyed breaking down a TV show more than I enjoyed breaking down every little scene of Severance. Like I had I will break down every little scene for all the pictures of it. I love that. It was so much fun.
So real quick, so season 6, because I'm looking at it right now, it ended with the Battle of the Bastards and then Dany setting sail for Westeros. And that's why I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so good. And then season 7 and 8 would just completely crapped the bed. Just completely crapped out. So season 1 through 6 are amazing. Battle of the Bastards was a great freaking fight. So
oh my god.
Sorry, yes, collector. It is yep. Thank you. we
gotta start talking, and next thing you know, we can't stop.
I know.
I've said it 5 times. Like, all right, let's get started.
Yeah, I had this background on for like 30 minutes already. Oh man. All right. Let's talk House of the Dragon. Season 3, episode 3, right?
Yep, it's episode 3.
Yeah. So what was this one called? I don't even know what it's called. They all have weird names.
This one was
Rhaenyra Triumphant.
Yeah, Triumphant. Yeah, Rhaenyra the Triumphant. I think that's what it was. I can't see it. So.
Oh man, yeah, but let's get going because we still need to talk about Lestat. And
we're
gonna
man,
talk about
that's something to talk about because that's phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly
phenomenal.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this show. Where are we at? Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We're back talking season 3 of House of the Dragons, episode 3. Rhaenyra Triumphant is what it's titled. And it said, unable to locate her enemies and facing demands from all sides, Rhaenyra learns King Landing isn't what she anticipated. So
yeah, I mean, rats. You guys like rats?
Yeah. I know Brandman loves it.
No, I hate rats. They make my skin crawl. My skin was crawling during this episode.
Dude,
yeah.
When she
especially
came out
rats
with
just freak me out.
When they came out with the plates and fed them all rats.
Yeah. Yeah. But this episode really made the rats more icky, because I don't mind a rat running around, something like, but here was like, it was on purpose to make it seem like, shit has gone bad. Like no one's keeping, the maids were fired, which they were, like
all the rat
keepers were fired.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. So like,
Aemon and Daemon,
the high towers did not keep their house clean.
100%.
For sure. And also, I'm seeing on IMDb, this is a pretty, it's the lowest rated on IMDb. It's an 8.4 out of 10.
What's 8.4? That's like, come on, that's still pretty good.
I mean, still good, but for a Game of Thrones kind of show, it's low. Like, I feel like every episode is rated like a 9, you know. But yeah, so we get kind of where the last one picks up. You know, Rhaenyra and Daemon are back in King's Landing. They're cleaning up. They're trying to get everything situated with talking to the rich people, talking to the poor people, trying to figure out like, hey, I need to become queen. Let's do this, and then run into all that
she
stuff.
Has no money. There's no money in the coffers at all. All her wealth is gone.
Broke.
Yeah. They're like, how can
the
you
high
feed
towers?
Anybody? Nothing.
High towers jacked up that. They jacked up that house so bad, man. But we'll start off with Brandman. What you think about episode 3?
I liked it. For some reason, one of the standout scenes, probably just because Matt Smith was just absolutely crushing it. I loved the opening scene. I thought that was great. I think that, well, you know, my stance on the rats already. That just every time a rat crawled across the screen, I just like held my feet up off the ground like that.
Didn't you weren't you an exterminator for a little bit?
Yeah, it was my first job out of college. Yeah, I worked at Orkin. It made me. It was the most miserable job I've ever worked. I was like reconsidering a lot of my life's choices that brought me to that. But yeah, the rats were. Ugh. But I like where they're. I like the power dynamic, and kind of where it's going. On this, I like where they're going with the characters. It's working a lot more for me than the previous season because it seems like a narrative that's actually going somewhere this season. So it moved a little bit slower in comparison to, I think, the last 2 episodes. But I liked it. But it worked. I thought I definitely liked it a little bit more than last week's episode.
Yeah.
Just the just how they're doing the like I said, the power dynamic, and I kind of want to use the word shift, but at the same time I don't want to use the word shift. But it's really working for me in that regard.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. What about you, Brian?
When I watched it, I feel like Rhaenyra. I feel her pain. You understand the losing of her heirs, her sons. You're just losing them, and you know, no matter who birthed them or whatever, she's lost that, and I think that was just really interesting. And now you understand more why the name ends. They kind of highlight that with Corlys when he's accepting of, you know, so these are my sons and this one's going to be my heir and all that stuff. You understand now why Rhaenyra is having all these issues and is bringing up even more issues, and then she's feeling a certain type of way. Can you imagine having your period on your coronation day? Dude, that would be sucky. Like, like that's like the worst thing ever. So like, you know, I just think that there are so many things, and it's funny because every good thing that she does, every smart thing that she does, is followed up by 3 stupid things, and it's just like she's trying to live up to this idea of what she should be doing instead of just doing what she needs to be doing. And trying to live up to the ideas was really messing her up. And then she continued to trust Alicent. Alicent is the worst character in the whole fucking show. You continue to listen to her and ask for her fucking advice, bro. Come on, that's why you lose right there. Because you keep on, how you keep your enemy right there, and then keep on asking her for help, dumbass.
But Allison's so good where she's like that one scene where she's just like, oh, like I like us being back together, or whatever it was. It's like, oh, we're back together. I never thought it would happen. Like that moment, kind of like, oh, remember when we were friends and we were like best friends and shit. It was like, yeah, until you asked my dad and gave me siblings I didn't want.
And then lied about who's supposed to be the king, and you caused all the issues. And then ask for her advice about how to deal with the kingdom because she was the acting king and all that time. Why would you ask her?
Why would you ask the person that she put you in the situation you're in now? Like she's the reason why you're in the fight. She's the reason why you're broke. She's the reason why there's rats everywhere, and you're gonna ask for her advice?
Bro, it's crazy.
Come on. Yeah, I was like, stop being stupid. Jen said Allison lies about not knowing where the money is. I expect her to be more upset about her father. I thought they were gonna go that route, and I'm glad they didn't go that route because I think she's gonna use it as she did in this episode where like you killed my dad. It was like, well, your dad's a piece of shit. Like, he's a piece of shit,
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's not upset because she knows. Allison knows, like yeah. I'm not angry, but also I don't care because she was gonna have her kill her son. You think she cares about her shitty dad? So no, so I'm not, and I'm glad they didn't go that route. I'm glad they didn't like you killed my dad. How could you do that? It's like no, everyone knows he's not good. Even you, the daughter. So I'm glad they didn't go that route, but she's definitely gonna use it, and she did kind of throw it out there a few times. So. Yeah, but she's definitely she lies about everything. She lies about her other son. She lies about because then Allison found that out. So
was I the only not the only person that thought as soon as that little kid with the blonde hair walked in, I was like, that's not Darren. He's supposed to be.
I don't remember how he looks. I don't remember how he looks.
He looks the same way when he walked out. But he's been there at this point for 2 or 3 years, and he's supposed to be great with a sword and all those things. I was like, that's not Darren. That's not him.
Yeah.
That's why they're so willing. The Hightowers was like, oh yeah, go ahead, go over there, whatever.
Yeah,
that's why they in a fight it because they're like, yeah, we know what's going on.
Yeah, because I knew something was up because he immediately gave up. He's like, here you go. I bend the knee. Here, you want the kid? Here you go. Here's your cousin. So I was like, something feels off. I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe he's gonna like poison them, or something. I knew something was gonna be off. So, but
well, I mean, because everyone kept on saying, I've never seen him.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole thing. If no one's ever seen him, and they kind of made that a point in the show, that's why I knew. I was like, yeah, that's not Darren. What are we doing?
Yeah. So, and for me, like majority of the episode, it wasn't bad. It was just I feel like it was going through the motions it needed to go through. So I was like, okay, she's got to talk to these people, and they're gonna be mad, and these people are gonna be mad, and they want this and they want that. So I was like, all right, you had the good moment between her and Damon, when they're speaking whatever language I forgot. You're good. So. Like when they're on the balcony, seeing them collect all the rich people stuff, and part of me is like, Damon is really ruthless, but also,
but if she would have did what he said to do from the beginning, all the things that he said to do, you know what, she would have been queen for a long ass time.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, true. 100%. Valerian. Yes, thank you. Were they speaking Valerian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they were.
So I forgot whatever language it is, but because he's ruthless, he's brutal, but he's also saying like, if this is what you want, this is what you got to do, and she's like, oh, I can't do that, and he's like, how bad you want it, That's kind of like where they're at now because they're past the point of like playing nice.
I think the problem is. She's trying to be like her father, but he's literally was king during a time, probably the most peace that's ever been in the kingdom. So like he never was a warrior. He never had to rule with an iron fist. He never had to push them to the next point. He just had the easiest job. He was falling apart, but he had the easiest fucking job. Like so she's trying to rule like him in a time when you need a real ruler, and that just doesn't work.
Yeah. And that's kind of the whole problem with that. Yeah, he was peacetime king. When they had a lot of money, they had the peace, like and then that's one thing I think Allison was truthful about. He goes, when she told Rhaenyra, like, your dad was living in his own little world because he was able to.
He built it himself, so he's able to do it. Me and you have to deal with everyone else's BS.
Yeah. So she kind of gave him a little truth bomb. So you see Darren in the first episode for a brief second. Because I remember whenever they cut to that the army, like kind of waiting there, you saw that.
But I saw that he was good with a sword. He was good with all these things. So like, they just didn't make any sense.
Oh, the dragon didn't act accordingly. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I think what Damon said, he should have burned and killed all of them, because then everything would be fine. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm going for mass killing, but like, if she would have just killed sent all those dragons out and killed them all right then, burned them alive, her problems go away. She gets to go to their tower, take all their money. She has everything she needs. Could have been fixed right then.
How did they get the kid? Well, I think he didn't ride his dragon, right? He rode with. I mean, and also, if I'm kidnapping a kid, I'm not gonna let him ride his dragon while I'm riding mine. Like, no, you're coming with me, and we'll get the dragon later. That's why I assumed, right? Because he had like grabbed his chin and, told him let's go. Yeah. But that kind of brings up a point. It's like, what did they do with the dragon?
That's another good question.
Did they leave the dragon there? Because now does the fake dragon? Because that was the one thing I was confused. Because if Collector, you said you watched it a couple times. I only watched it once. Because at the end of the episode, and they've been Game of Thrones has been doing this, or Game of Thrones, House of Dragon has been doing this all season, where the last 15 minutes is like the best part. And that's when you find out about the fake kid. But then we find out about the dragon tamer, right? Comes out and he's telling her, he's like, they messed us up, So I was like, was that Darren's dragon then? Because it was all subtitled because they were talking. And I was trying to see, like, since somebody came in and stole dragons and stuff. So that's why I was like, what?
Okay, so Jen says,
I was kind of confused there.
So Darren had a dragon, and that's the dragon that was there. So how did he fake the kid ride a dragon that already has a dragon rider?
How did the fake kid ride a dragon?
But how did you send him on a dragon? Because he wasn't on his dragon, was he not?
Yeah, that's the only thing I think. That's why I assumed he wasn't on his dragon. I'm assuming Damon had him on Damon's dragon, right? So he was just riding, behind him
dragon
or in front of him or whatever. Yeah. So he was just going for the ride. I assume so.
Because I agree. The dragon would have eaten the kid if he was fake.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, he's like, I don't know you. You're not my real dad. I don't know you. Yeah. What's the Bobby Hill thing? That's my purse. I don't know you.
Dude, that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it could have been.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But, that's something we're probably going to find out next episode.
Yeah, because then I'm like, either you have the issue of the kid not being the real kid, so how do you fly the dragon? Or they left the fucking dragon with the army. So either way, like I mean, I'll go with they left the dragon with the army because everybody is a moron in this show, and they do the dumbest
shit
every single time. You know, like so that they probably left it there. You know, like we'll come back for it later. You know, or something like that.
Like, yeah, what are you doing with the dragon? What, you gonna allow them to have more? Like, bro, I don't understand.
Yeah. So that's kind of a plot hole that I didn't even think about. That really kind of like makes me wonder. Yeah. Man, it makes me think Darren was there the whole time. Yeah, but he was probably just right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if Darren wasn't there, the dragon probably wouldn't just be hanging out. Yeah, because he's like, where's my writer?
Yeah, would have eaten somebody. That's what would happen. But no.
Yeah, he wasn't on his dragon. He was on Demon's Dragon. Yeah, that's what I assumed. They didn't tell you, but that's what I thought. Because there was another. Oh, there was the other dude too. That was with Damon. I can't think of his name.
The knight guy.
Who got knighted.
Yeah.
So there's the whole part with that. Well, before because I know you want to get into the knighted stuff with the Valerians, I'm assuming. Yeah. But before we get into that, because that's my next thing I want to get into. I want to go back to finish up the tamer with the dragons, because he's the last tamer. He said everyone else got burnt, or got eaten and destroyed or taken over. So like, what's going to happen with all the dragons at this point? You know.
Well, that doesn't matter because everyone's going to die.
Yeah, because I can't remember when all the dragons start dying. If you guys remember in the book, because Aegon's conquest is when they start killing all the dragons.
Yes,
I think. No, that can't be. Aegon's conquest it already happened. That was before this. So what? I can't remember what happened. Like, because I know one of the Targaryens killed a bunch of the dragons, right? Because they couldn't trust them or something like that.
Yeah. Because they had no more tamer, right? So I think that's what they couldn't have anyone.
Yeah. So Yolf the White, that guy. Yeah. By the end of this season, you should have less dragons. That's what I'm assuming. And then next season, they should all be gone. Okay. Oh, so is this the Dance of the Dragons? Is the end of the dragon? Damn. So that's why there's so much lore in this universe, you know. Let's say 153 AC during the King Aegon III. Yeah. The Civil War one. Yeah, it is. So the original dragons died out gradually, accelerated by the devastating inbreeding in the Dragon Pit and the Civil War known as the Dance of the Dragons. In the very last, a small, sickly, and fightless dragon died in King's Landing in 153. Yeah. So this is the end. This is the end of the dragons. Nice.
Enjoy next season. Me off
even more. It's like, so instead of going back to a time when we had magic and dragons, we go back to a time where we got no fucking magic and we get rid of the dragons. Speaking of no magic and everything, let's talk about the Valerians. Dude, who are not making magic swords and shit, you know. But I mean, is this the end of them too?
It was weird because Corlys says, he's like, "Hey, I want Alan to have my name," and when Rhaenyra says no, and she doesn't even say no. She just doesn't. When she knights him, she says, "Your name is Adam of Hull." Doesn't give him the Valerian name. So that's the end. And do you think it's because she lost her sons that she wants to? Doesn't want to allow Corlys to have that continuation of his line.
What do you think, B? Why was she being an asshole? Because I don't know why
her mind is just fractured. like
Mhm.
just her behavior is just overall erratic at this point in time. So I really think part of that is speaking without thinking things through.
Mm.
Mm.
And I feel like her behavior throughout the remainder of the season is going to be even more rash and kind of reactionary, just like just like she was doing throughout this episode and parts of last.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's just kind of like a character quirk in the wake of losing so much, losing her sons. So I think that's just a result of her fragmented psyche at this
So you don't
point.
think it's Mystery Loves Company?
That could definitely be part of it. That
Yeah.
that could definitely be part of it. That's a good question. But yeah, I think she's just yeah, she has it less and less together is what I'm kind of what I'm leaning towards. But
Mm.
yeah, part of that could be Misery Loves Company for sure.
I mean, the
Yeah.
way she looked
Because
at
you
him,
know
and,
what
she sees her own son, and all the words that Corliss said, and having that person that's going to be able to take your name and your line and continue it.
Mm.
That's what I thought. It's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Because her reasoning is bullshit. I was like if you're king or queen, whatever, if you're the ruler, then be the ruler. You can't be like, well, it's too early for that. Like, shut up. Like, you just robbed a bunch of rich people. Like, don't say it's too early to do shit. Like, either do it or don't. And that's the biggest slap in the face. Because I was trying to think. I'm like, is it because if she does it, does she like lose claim to something? I'm like, no. I'm like, or if she does it, like, does it delegitimize like her kids? And I was trying to like figure out like why she wouldn't do it, because her reasoning is bullshit. So I was like,
just hate, right? It's just I don't want you to have more.
Yeah, I don't get it, because he even says it's like, without them, my
line dies right here.
My line dies, and her just I couldn't figure it out. I was like, that. I'm like, he was married to your aunt, and your aunt was like the only person that stood up for you, which means he was the only person that fought with you from the start and didn't ask anything, and he gave everything for you, and you're just all like, thanks, bud, and just walk away. Like, no, man. So like, he has every right to be pissed off, and when he snapped at her, he's like, oh, this kid is a bastard, and this other kid you had, he's a bastard, and blah blah blah. The one who just died, he's a bastard, and he's not wrong. Because everybody he went against his own brother, with that shit. So when everyone else was saying this stuff, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay with, because it doesn't matter. It's your kid, so it should be a now. So I don't know. It's just her
her mentality and her lack of character. It seems like
Yeah.
only thing about herself.
Yeah, because that shit pissed me. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, just do it. Just do it. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. It says, well, both of her sons died within a few months. She hasn't grieved long.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
being an asshole is just pretty apparent.
Yeah. They deserved it. Both of the bastards helped her become where she, got her the throne. Like, she owes everything to Corliss and his two bastard sons.
Yep.
Everything.
Alan, I mean, literally was the one keeping everything together, sailing the ships and all of that stuff. And Adam was literally another dragon rider. So I don't understand.
Yeah. She can't make everyone happy. But you don't need to make everyone happy. You need to make the people that were with you and lost everything. You didn't make those people happy, you know. And the thing is, the thing that makes them happy doesn't cost you shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna lose any friends over it. You're not gonna lose any money or anything. Like, just be like, boom, boom, done. You're Valerian now.
Mhm.
You know, let your hair become as gray as your dad, or you know, it's like that's why it didn't make any sense to me. Maybe I'm missing something and there's something behind it. But if it's just her being like an asshole because it's like, well, my kids are dead, why should you have any kids? Like, get out of here with that. That's
Get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? I know we have different ways of coping and processing grief, but holy shit.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. So Clark said, and the crazy thing is the kids that were sent to the Vale and then they had to go on a boat to Pito. Those kids end up dying in the book, but I don't know if they were gonna die in the show. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. She got hella kids. Yeah.
She definitely does.
All different bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna cut out his tongue. She might. She still might. Won't be her last son to die. Yeah. I've been defending her all day, but I can't on this decision. I can't. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, like what she was doing. I mean, you understand what she's going through, but come on. Yeah. I mean, he lost his castle. He lost his wife. Your aunt. I can't remember whatever relation that, you know, Renice. You know, like the one person that stood up for you. You know, he lost everything. And you can't give him an heir.
And it's not even giving him an heir. You know, it's just like,
acknowledge it with the crown. The crowns acknowledge
it. You know, yeah, like he's not asking for like, hey, you find me a wife so I can have babies. It's like, hey, I have two great men right here.
They help save your life.
Give them a name. Yeah. The castle's still on fire. He still smells like smoke and water. Like, how do you smell like smoke and fish? He's like, I just got out of that battle for you. Yeah. She made him a knight.
Yeah, but not the right name of whole.
Yeah. So that's the one thing, because I like what she did with the poor people and helping. That's gonna backfire big time.
Yeah.
You know,
now she won't have any powerful people behind her.
Yeah. The people with the money are not gonna be her friends anymore. You know, and once all because like Damon said, once all the food is gone in a couple weeks, the poor people are gonna be mad again. Like, hey, give us more food. You know,
you have a long-term answer.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought she was gonna be. I thought she was gonna be better, but she's just kind of like. I think she wants to be like her dad. Like, hey, love me because you know I'm doing parties and shit. You know, but yeah. She should have definitely given 100%.
Yep. And she might have actually lived longer with some people that are behind her.
Who's behind her right now?
No one.
Yeah. So when the high towers, when Aemon comes knocking,
they're all gonna be like, take her, go ahead, take her.
Yeah. Like, oh, she's right over there. You know, kind of like. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, don't mention her dead, kids.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. She hates that. You know? It makes her go crazy. Like, just give Aemon all the answers.
You do these 3 things, you can walk out of here with a crown.
She left the dragons unattended.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they were with the dragon riders, but it is all kind of came at head all at once kind of stuff, you know? So, yeah. Like I said, like most of the episode was okay. Yeah, it was fine. But the end was.
It was all pushing to get to the end. That's all it was.
Yeah. You got anything else, Brandman, before we get into ratings you wanted to bring up?
That was mostly it. Like I said, like the standout was just a lot of the character-based content and the way that it started. I thought Matt Smith just
Did a
still
phenomenal
So
job.
good.
did a phenomenal steals every scene that he's in. I think that was mostly it that comes to mind immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what I don't know. What would you rate it? A, B out of 10 or whatever you want to give it.
I could give this an A.
Okay.
Said I liked it more than last week's episode. I'm kind of like towing the line between A and B territory,
Yeah.
but I really there was a lot that I enjoyed in it. You know, even like some of the underlying thematical content with the rats crawling about,
Really?
and then them getting served to everyone was just darkly comedic to me.
Yeah, that was great.
Mhm. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm somewhere in between like the lower half of being an A and the higher part of being a B, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Lauren said it's a setup episode. She said
Yes.
8.8 for me. Shows politics of Throne. Yeah. 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 We'll
Yeah,
watch the
definitely.
preview before we move on. What about you, Brian?
8.5. I thought it was a good episode. It wasn't an A episode, but it was good. There had some issues overall with it, but I can't complain too much. It's about 8.5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Lawrence is saying 7.5 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. I'm maybe a little bit higher, probably 8, which is like a B ish, somewhere around there. Like it was a fine episode. It was a fine episode. The ending was really good. The ending was really good. And for me, that was the part that like really saved it. The rat thing was cool. But like Lauren said, it's a lot of setup as well. Collector saying 7.5. Okay, that's really low for you, man. I thought it was gonna be like higher than that. I think it was like a 9 or something.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Jen saying 8 as well. But last week was a 10 for you. Last week's episode. I like last week's episode more than I think I like this week's episode. So kind of opposite of what
Because you
Brandon was
got
saying.
Otto's head getting chopped off.
Yeah, but honestly though, episode 1 and 2 are about the same level, and then this one's kind of a little bit of a step down
Because
overall.
it was setting up more. I think it was a lot more setup.
Yeah. So, but it wasn't a bad episode. Proof for next looks really good. I mean, that's what we said last week too. Sounds like a B plus for Brandon. Mark's lost for the rats. All right.
This is it.
Show too many rats. Not cut it down a little bit.
Say pause. No, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. But it was a good episode. It was definitely a setup episode, kind of showing what's gonna happen, because we're gonna start getting into because right now we're about in the middle of the season. Honestly,
Yep. Yeah, we are.
Because there's only 8 episodes. Yeah. So yeah. We're gonna start getting to the middle, which is probably more setup, and then hopefully the last like 3 episodes are gonna be like really popping. Delta Dan 8.5. Okay, yeah, so it's not a bad episode. I don't think which is crazy is I think Collector's gonna change his number because you have the lowest number out of everybody, you and Lawrence. So, but yeah, it was a good episode. We'll be back next week, Monday, talking about episode 4. Seeing what happens with the dragon, see what happens with with Darren. She gotta go find him. And then she's gonna kill him. I think, like, you little bastard. Kill.
Now you did. Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, you might not be a little boy, so we'll see how that goes. But cool. Yeah, if you're watching on the replay, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there. Join us every Monday when we talk about House of Dragon plus all the other awesome shows that come out over the weekend. So make sure you guys join us. And if you are part of the live show, you guys stick around because you guys get to watch the preview for episode 4 with us right now. All right, let's check out this preview. 'Cause I haven't seen it yet.
Sees Tumbleton. He dares me to rent. Why sees Tumbleton? He dares me to rain fire down on a seat that raised my banner.
You! Go with them!
Does he mean to somehow win their support?
We must guard our intent quietly. We must presume these men hold allegiance only to themselves.
You river folk? I fucking hate river folk.
Our soldiers need to be paid, else there will be bedlam.
Name a master of coin. The people will soon discover are lacking resources. They can blame him.
We seek Prince Aemond.
If you know where he is, I'd advise you to be forthcoming.
Oh my.
My purpose is to restore the rightful line to the Iron Throne.
It is the will of the gods.
Okay. So what's his name is stepping up.
I mean, just more stuff. I mean, just more Game of Thrones type of ish. I mean, it's gonna be very similar to this episode. That's just what it is.
That's what I think it's gonna be. I feel like the next 2 episodes are gonna be like this.
Same.
3, 4, 5 are gonna be like, oh, he's building an army, and I'm gonna do this, and it's the chess pieces moving before the final,
almost like resetting.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Looks interesting. The dragon, dead on the wall. That was pretty cool. That was a cool shot. So
explain some of the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, I'm still kind of curious to see what happens with Aegon, right? Is that the usurper? The usurper.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see what happens with him. Because Allison said like he's gonna be deformed and all mangled, and ain't no one gonna recognize him. So
until they do,
you can until he starts acting like himself, and you're like, hey, I know that little brat. Yeah. So, but like I said, man, this show, I'm not loving it like I did the Game of Thrones, but I am intrigued, and it always ends in a way where I'm like, okay, let's see the next episode.
What's going on next? Yeah.
It always gets me right at the end where like right when I'm about to get bored, it like it's like gets you back in. So it's like, damn it. So, and it looks great. The graphics are amazing.
By far. I mean, and they're spending so much money on it, and it's money well spent. Awesome.
100%. So, when's the excuse me, August 9th. So we're about a month away.
Yep, it sounds like we got about 4 left.
So 5 episodes. Yeah. But it's gonna be fun. I think so. Do they have an announcement for when season 4 is gonna come out? 2028, I think it's saying right now. Damn, really?
Yep.
There's no way. It's got to be 2027.
I feel like at the earliest that's when it's gonna be out. Yeah. Hope so.
Damn.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some more medicine real quick.
Season 1 was 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. When you come back, we'll talk interview. 2022, 2024, 2026.
Okay.
So it seems like it's every 2 years. Yeah. So 2028 sounds about right.
So yeah, I'm thinking 2028 for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to wait.
Yeah.
As usual, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, I know.
But it is what it is.
So that's Sunfire rotting. Ooh, was that Sunfire? It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Yeah. I said Lawrence in flow state.
Hmm.
Where you see that?
Didn't even think about that. Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Lawrence sent flow state 200 joules. There you go. I hate that we don't get notifications for it.
What was I gonna say? Crap! Completely forgot my thought.
Sorry. I don't even know what it is. It's just a redeem. There you go. Yeah, because I think they gave a bunch of people like free jewels. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I know I had like 1,000, and I like redeemed like 1,000 jewels on Saturday. I think it was last Saturday. I redeemed like 1,000 jewels for the rewind.
Yeah.
You know, but you don't see the notifications. I wasn't like expecting like anything, but I was like, fuck, I got 1,000, so I'm just gonna give it a spoiler case. Might as well. Yeah, only episodes this season, so we're about halfway through. Yep, about halfway
It
through.
seems
That's why
fast. It's a fast halfway.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Lawrence just sent another one. See now? Oh, see, it popped up now. Lawrence sent a flow state.
Yeah, it says 200 joules. I can see that now.
Yeah, I don't even know what a jewel costs. It's probably like a penny, I'm assuming, or something like that. Because I think on Twitch it's like one jewel or I forgot whatever tip thingy it is. It's like a penny. So it looks like they're gonna be a few dragon things going on. Oh yeah, saw a bunch of dragon. Well, they gotta figure that out. They gotta figure out what happened to the dragons. They're taking them.
Yeah, where are they? What's going on? What are they gonna do with them?
Yeah. We got Deuce with super chat. Oh, just watch Solo Leveling thing. Like, I watched it. There's not a new season out, right?
Is there?
I don't think so.
I didn't see it on Prime.
Yeah, they're saying season 3 is not coming out between 2027 and 2028. Damn. Why so long?
Takes a long time to do, I guess.
Oh, they're prior to season 3, a theatrical film titled Solo Leveling being on the system will bridge the gap. So we're getting a movie before we get season 3. Okay. But damn. But no, Solo Leveling is awesome. Solo Leveling is so good.
Coming to theaters soon.
Yeah. Yeah. But 3 days ago, I saw YouTube Crunchyroll did a concept video. I don't even know what that means.
Let's give him a video so we can move on to Lestat because we got time.
Yeah, keep going. Play one of these right here.
We ain't found shit.
Also, I just found out that dude is in Star Trek.
Really? Wait, which one?
I don't. Not good. Next Generation.
It has to be Next Generation, but I don't remember where.
Because this, I know who he is. Tim Russ. What Star Trek did he do?
This is
baseball, Star Trek, Voyager. He did Voyager.
Oh, Voyager.
Okay. So yeah, he did Voyager.
Hey,
those with what's her name?
Good luck, Collector. I'll see you later, man.
Yes, collector.
Collector.
Good luck. Let us know how it goes on Thursday.
I'll message you tomorrow.
I would decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good night, collector. If we saw it's good night. There it goes. All right, guys, have to head out. Yeah, message you guys Wednesday. Then how it goes. I'm going for MRI. I'll message you guys. Yeah, definitely let us know. Make sure everything goes.
I'll message you tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to Lestat.
Yeah, sorry. IMDb just jacks up my my internet feed for whatever reason. It's always IMDb. I can never go on that website. But he is on Voyager because I couldn't remember on it. But he is the yellow top. I think he's Vulcan.
I can't think of him.
He is. Yeah. He's a Vulcan. I gotta share it real quick. That dude.
That's not him. That's him. Oh man.
That's the same dude who's we ain't found shit.
Oh, because I mean I know him.
And then
That's him?
I don't seem like this the same. Well, that's Tuvok.
I mean, it's also very, very far apart, time wise, because not very far, but 15 years.
I didn't know that was Tuvok, man.
Between
That
Space
doesn't-
Wilson
and Russ.
Huh.
Oh, he was on Voyager.
Yeah.
Voyager
Tuvok,
started
yeah.
in what, 90? Voyager started when, 96, 97?
When I watched it, it wasn't
voice.
new, so I have no idea. That's a Brian question. No, I mean, look how young he is there, though.
Yeah, but I mean, the voice is just totally different, and the actions are.
In here, he's still young. But
he's very proper. He's very. I mean,
So that was crazy when I found that out. Also, the dude that's also combing the desert with him on the other end of the desert, using the comb over there. I'm trying to think. What that dude is also super famous is Rob Paulson. Rob Paulson is like the voice of every character of our childhood.
Everything. He's like the voice actor.
Maniacs.
It's scary how much his voice.
Everything. And I was like, so he went from Spaceballs to being just like the voice of everything. So I was like, damn, like that I found was crazy. When I found that shit, I'm like, there's no way, but so there you go. I that one I thought was crazy. Because I'm like, we watched that, we ain't found shit all the time, and then Brian being like such a huge Star Trek fan, it was like
I have no idea that Tuvok is the same guy. Well, it's crazy.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, Rob voiced Raphael. He was Pinky. Yeah, he was Pinky and Pinky in the Brain. Plus, he was a bazillion other voices.
So much stuff.
Yeah. Right. All right, let's get into Lestat. This is gonna be.
I'm saying because see, Brandman, you're good, man. You gonna make it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna make it. I'm just kind of like, my mind's just a billion places right now. Plus, I gotta be up early because I have a jury duty summon in the morning.
Fun.
Which I'm not looking forward to. Sitting in a juror's office, seeing if I get selected, which hopefully I don't. But
yeah,
just come in with like a American flag and Mohawk and say, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this." Then they might take you there.
Yeah, right. Depending. You got cases of Mondays. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Don't ever say that again, Lawrence. ever.
Oh man, we're gonna get into that backstory of why he hates that next week. All right.
Mhm.
Let's talk this Lestat, and then we'll probably call it a night.
You don't have
Let's
to.
go. Yeah, I know, right? All right, what is up? Welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We are back talking Vampire Lestat, episode 4. I believe this one's New York.
Yes, New York.
We get post murder attempt. Yeah.
I mean,
He's made.
They think he's dead, right? No one knows he's alive.
Dead. Yeah. Everyone thinks he's dead. They're back recording a new album. Lestat's kind of going crazy. The mom is the producer and the band manager, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? So that's great.
That's what I got.
And Gabriella was crazy that was going on because now everyone's dead. So Gabriella steps up and that he's making this album for her, like he's doing the whole album for her. But it seems like through the music, he starts to find himself. And starts to realize because he was just doing the music thing for other reason at the beginning of the season, but now it seems like he's connecting to it, and it's special.
Well, I think he was always kind of chasing it, right? I mean, he was always kind of like drawn to the music, and I love this episode because we find out kind of his beginning of the music, with the violin and stuff like that. Because they're like he said I didn't know how to play, and now he's like big shot musician. So like I like how it ties his beginning of music to where it's at now. So did we lose Brian? Brian froze.
Somehow Lonzo.
Lonzo.
How did that happen? But no, it is that way. It seemed interesting. The whole like development, and then just seeing him change and the band change and all the things that happened, it was just crazy.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. So I mean, before we get into the big stuff at the end with Claudia, we'll kind of sit with all the early stuff, because it's really most of the episode. I'll say the first half is him trying to get the sound right, and he keeps saying these things that are weird, that are really weird, with like this needs to be this and this needs to be this and this is and it was like so. And he was like, your drums sound like drums. I fucking cracked up. That was hilarious.
But it seemed like he was losing it, like starting to crack. Like Lestat was literally losing himself and finding himself through the music. It was interesting that all the things he was seeing, and kind of wondering like why is he going through all this stuff. And the Akasha thing kind of gave us some answers to why he's going through all the things he's going through, and how he sees that the blood as being a gift and a curse.
Yeah. What do you think about this episode, Brian, man?
I really enjoyed it. I liked the backstory with Akasha and how that played out. I liked again just the present day stuff with the recording of the new album, and just like how much Lestat is constantly coming apart at the seams, so much so in taking the recording of this so seriously that he was running back and forth out into the sunlight to record screaming segments of
that was
music,
crazy.
which I thought was great. That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part of this episode. That was great. Just that whole montage of him going back and forth, and then you just see him even like progressively more just damaged and just burnt up by the sun. That was great. But I liked the portrayal of Akasha because it was appropriately eerie and just strange. So I'm really interested to see how what happens next with her. That was absolutely insane. Even like the scene with Lestat hovering at the end.
Oh
He's been
man,
up there for 3 days. He's like, I've
Been up
been
there-
up
Yeah.
here for
He's just
3
like-
days.
That was crazy.
Mhm.
The last like 5 minutes or so was nuts too. Screw Armand, I don't like him.
Oh man, he sucks.
Yeah.
He sucks. Somebody who
he's-
constantly wants to play victim is a real asshole.
Mhm. Yeah, he's a shit box. Is what he is.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really I like I said, I like this episode. Like I just love the raw chaos of it. Because that's who Lestat is. Even harkening back to the first season, with Louis basically just describing Lestat just by being like he's a lot. Like that really sticks out to me, and they really play around with that idea this entire season. Just in everything Lestat does, he's a lot. He's super extra.
Yeah.
So I enjoy
he's a front
that.
man.
Yeah, yep, definitely. And yeah,
Hey.
I'm very odded out and just weirded out by whatever it is Louis doing.
Dude, with Claudia,
Oh.
that whole scene was just almost problematic. It was hard to watch. It was
Yeah.
I said it made me feel like just icky. Like,
Yeah.
why is he
Mhm.
doing this? And you see him fall down this hole, and
Mhm.
she's just doing whatever. And when he's falling, he's really like, I don't know what's reality. I don't know who she is. And he calls Lestat. Dude, that scene was just phenomenal. And then when Lestat goes and sees her, and it's like he's mesmerized by her, right? And then the thing he said was like, it's the eyes you don't see. It was, you could see how the eyes aren't right. And he said she had a knee injury, and he said that your I can't remember saying your gait is just different than hers. Like he could see
Yeah.
the actual differences in the body, but the eyes not being there was phenomenal. And then where that takes Lestat in that song, the ballad, the hip,
Oh.
you're right. The ballad was so phenomenally done. It was just peak everything of this music from this entire episode or from this entire season. That was the best moment that we can ever imagine having. I literally felt myself like ready to cry. Like it was that emotional. And because the first 2 seasons, you always get Louis, Fraudia, the dead eyes. You only get Louis, perspective of what's going on with Claudia. But kind of the song kind of tells you everything you need to know with Lestat and how he saw her and how he felt about her. And then even her ending and how that sticks with him still. Like what could I have done? What should have I done? And when she stares at me, I'll never forget this. I'll wake up every morning thinking about this. That was so emotionally just crazy.
Yeah. The lyrics were amazing. He performed it. He sang it so well. Like, damn, it was, and then having her behind like the glass in the booth, as she starts to like turn to dust and shit, and then the dust is on his hair. Oh man, it was like, fuck, man, it was so good. It was so good. Like you said, it really kind of brings you like the tears, especially being with these characters for going on 3 seasons now. And like we dealt with it before when Louis dealt with it, last season. Now, man, seeing it through his eyes and his feelings and stuff like that. But
did it make you hate him more for not changing, for not stopping her from dying? He could have saved her.
He could have. Yeah.
And there's no doubt in my mind. He is the most powerful of all everyone there. He could have saved her.
Yeah.
He chose not to. So like I know we all get to this point where you love Lestat and you want to give him the leeway with us stuff, but he could have made different choices. He could have stopped it all. And it's kind of like what he said to the band when he was like, this blood inside me is, there's goods and bads with it. It's evil in it too. So he's not just giving himself a pass. I think he realizes that. That's why he has to deal with his own demons.
Yeah, I mean, Louis forgave him because they still kind of forgive him. They at least still talk. You know what I mean? But because it was his rage, because it was his rage of being betrayed by them, getting the better of him, and then once it was happening, he was just like, "What have I done?" kind of thing. So like you kind of like
that doesn't give you a pass though. Come on,
I don't know, man. Like you feel.
I don't
sad
feel bad
for him.
I feel bad for Claudia. I do not feel bad for her.
100%. I felt bad for Claudia from like season 1.
Yeah, she same.
Let me.
She's the biggest she's the biggest victim, the biggest casualty out of all this, obviously. But yeah, she's the main one that I feel bad for. But yeah, yeah,
I like what Jen said.
It kind of gives you conflicting feelings about Lestat. Yeah, that's actually a good way of looking at it. Almost like it was a mercy
pass.
I don't know if it's giving him a pass. It's not giving him a pass. It's just like understanding like all the raw emotions and everything.
It doesn't matter because I feel like if you are still a parent in any way, and then that's the mind frame you need to be thinking it from, coming from there, and that's why he's dealing with the emotional thing. I don't think he gives himself a pass. So like I don't want to be on the outside saying he gives it's a mercy. This is what he did. No, he made his bed and he has to lie with it and lie in it. I would not give him a cop out of exactly. I think you saw A said I'm not going to give that because she was broken doesn't mean he's the one who let it happen. He let them kill her. That wasn't her choice. He didn't do that, and that's the problem. So I'm never going to forgive Lestat for that point. But what I see is I still keep on trying to think of it. All that was in Louis' point of view. What was it from Lestat? No matter, even if in Lestat's point of view, after seeing this, still tells me he allowed it to happen.
Yeah,
he did this. So, and I don't believe he forgives himself. So I'm not going to be the one who forgives him either. That's going to be something that's in him. I wouldn't be surprised. That's the thing that drives him to whatever he does. He doesn't die, but whatever death he's seeing, he's going to have this moment. This thing, because he's going to, he and Louis are always going to be, reconciling, but that's going to drive this whole thing with him. And it's funny because we're talking about this because it's so emotional, but the Kasha scene is, bruh, it's something that's crazy. And the introduction of her and him waking her up, and he was just supposed to be watching. And Maris, comes and says, just watch her. And he wakes her up and all that stuff. And then, dude, that whole thing is going to be such a big thing as we build up. What does she do when she wakes up, when she finds him and looks for him? How is that going to affect everything else?
Yeah, everybody's screwed. Yeah. Because part of me was like, did he let her take advantage of him because he's weak, or it's because it's Lestat and he's like, all right, let's play with some shit. Let's see what happens, kind of thing. It's like, and that was kind of like maybe a little bit of both, because he was still kind of in a very broken state at that point, Yeah, like he was buried. Like Marius had to like
pull him out of a fucking coffin, like
So Yeah, so like having him already broken and then coming and being by himself is like, oh, hey, you're gonna be by yourself, but you have to make sure she's taken care of. She's taking advantage of him, but he's kind of letting it happen, almost like his mom did. So like he's constantly looking for somebody. So like we already saw his biological mom take advantage of him, and now we're seeing his, the vampire mom kind of taking advantage of him.
But
yeah,
do you not think that he kind of?
But he kind of allows it. He kind of allows it.
He wants the blood of Akasha. Like that's one of the proudest things that he says. I have the blood of Akasha in me. I have the blood of Akasha in me. This is something that he finds is a proud moment of himself. He's broken, so that I think the whole point of the whole Vampire Lestat show and in this the book series shows how broken he is.
Oh yeah.
So like that's why I don't give him, hopping back to Claudia, I don't give him a pass for her being broken and him letting her die because he's broken. And then who's really broken is Louis. Louis is a nutcase. So like we're talking about everyone who's broken. Everyone's broken.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like, it's not giving him a pass. You can still feel sorry for somebody doing something bad, but still like realize like this is your how you deal with this is your payment is you have to live with this grief for the rest of your life, and unfortunately the rest of your life is hundreds of years. So so it's going to be something that like is constantly going to eat him, but you see that like he does feel bad and it does affect him in a lot of ways, because I think that scene where Louis calls him, which I wasn't expecting that. Louis calls him to like, hey, go see if this is actually Claudia, which is crazy, and that was honestly like one of the nicest things he's done for Louis in a long time, because it's not even anything crazy.
That was just love. I think that was just unconditional love, and I think they still have that unconditional love. They can be pissed off with each other. You're a fucking vampire. You don't live for 5 years. You can be pissed off with someone for 50 years, and that just whatever. It's a drop in the bucket. Yeah. But it's unconditional love that you still have. That person is still part of you.
It doesn't have anything to do with like loving a person or anything. It's this. He just genuinely did something nice for Louis. And he didn't have to. He didn't have to because there was no reason for him to pick up the phone for Louis. Especially after the last 3 or 4 interactions they had, but it's also like he's trying to save Louis. He's like, listen, this girl's not Claudia. You know what I mean? Like it's impossible. So like I think it's him being nice, but then when he sees this Regina, and it freaked him out to the point where like he's like, yeah, your gait's different. You don't have the heart murmur into your eyes and stuff like that. But he comes out and he tells Louis, you need to stop seeing her, because he knows she's like a carbon copy. So it's like, you need to save yourself and you need to not drive like this. And it kind of goes back to like the French dude that was like his one of his first like loves and stuff like that. Where the French dude was kind of going crazy, and he was like trying to save him, but at that time, he was surrounded by assholes with his mom and Armand, but he's trying to like, I think the people he loves, he's like,
but I don't think it's about being nice. I don't think it had to be anything to be about being nice. I think there's a connection between Louis and Claudia that would never be broken. I think and there's a love. That's why I use the word love, not true, like not love of the way they use it, but true love that's between them. That's going to always connect them. And I think that he does that. And there's going when everything's down, at the end of the day, they're going to be down for each other. At the end of the day, we're going to hurt you. I'm going to do all type of things to hurt you and to scorch you and to burn you and to do whatever I can to you. But I still love you, and it's a thin line between love and hate, and that's kind of what it was. There's as much as if I hate you, that means I truly love you. That means I'm going to always be there when you need me at that point when you really need me.
Yeah, well, especially if he's like, I need you to see this girl that looks like Claudia, and I'm assuming he's like, I'll be right there. Because as soon as, like you said, like they have that connection, so it's like as soon as he brought that up, he's like, I'll be there. You know,
that's something that we share that no one else will. That will be something that's just me and you. Only you and I will understand this.
Yeah. So that's kind of telling Louis that it's not her. Yeah, he doesn't want Louis to suffer. Yeah, and that's true. You know, he sees what Louis is doing. He's like, she's not, and like you can't just pay somebody to pretend to be Claudia. You know, like it's gonna ruin your psyche. It's gonna mess you up mentally. You know, so yeah. And you know, and even she looks so much like Claudia that it fucked with Lestat. Like it messed with his psyche just seeing a person that looked like her. So I can't even imagine Louis, you know, was like how obsessed he is with Regina, you know, and it might drive Regina to do something crazy. I don't know what the hell. She might kill herself, try to kill Louis, or
that's what
just leave.
I'm afraid of.
Yeah, because I don't think she's gonna be able to take it.
Yeah, kill herself because she can't take all this stuff. But I mean, but it also drove Lestat to once again get that ballot to to admit his feelings, to really be honest with himself for the first time in a long time. That's why it changed. You know, the album changed from doing the for Gabriella to being about this is my life, and he couldn't find that real thing because he can't. When you look at his life, it's full of just drama and pain and hurt, but he couldn't emotionally deal with it until he saw her. Then he can finally understand and be honest with us how he honestly felt about that situation. I thought that was just peak.
Yeah. Let me get some of these comments real quick. Jen said Akasha's rambling mirrors Claudia almost.
At the end, where she went there, but Kasha's so super crazy strong.
Yeah. Talking about the crossover and stuff like that. Yeah, and then so it's the scene where we didn't bring this up yet. The scene where they were on the boat, you know, on the little lake, and she asked to be frozen, which I'm like, that's kind of a weird request. And he does it, and then he just looks at her, and it's like
he touches her and he grabs her hand, and it's just
that was just. I think, but that was also the moment I'm like, what are you doing, man? You know, what are you doing? Oh,
you think that was the point? Wait, you didn't think it was a problem? It was her and
the dinner. I just remember that. That was, and especially watching the behind the scenes kind of thing at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
where Hayes is talking about it, and she's like, "Yeah, everyone felt weird in that moment." And then Jacob Anderson was like, he goes, I'm not even on screen, and I'm like,
I'm in my chair still. I'm like cringing and like, no.
He's like, stop it, you know. And it just like it was done in a way where you're just like, and then they broke character, and it kind of messed with him, Louis, and then they went right back into character, and he just kind of like was like, okay, yeah. So it's all of it is just. Yeah, and then that kiss was like that was
oh
man.
Yeah, that
if they wanted it to be awkward, that was awkward.
It icked me out, especially considering, you know, Louis looked at Claudia like a daughter, basically. That was they didn't have to do all that. I didn't like that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't like that. That was gross.
Yeah, but I think that was done on purpose, though, right? It was just like crossing that line, you know? Because she's not Claudia, so she's not gonna respect Louis like Claudia would. So she's gonna cross that line because you know it's a paycheck, you know. So. Like, is this what you want to see? You want to see, you know, your fake, you know, your vampire daughter making out, you know. So it's like she doesn't know where that line is, so they do shit like that, you know. Because even like Jacob Anderson said, he was there, you know, across the table, not on camera, and just like, like, okay.
I think someone said it. They think it's a sex thing. It has nothing to do with sex.
It has nothing to do with it. Yeah. You know, so so I mean, that's the whole thing was I don't think anybody watching it was like, well, I'm sure maybe some weirdo it was, but most people were just like, oh, you know, because you see Claudia as this innocent kind of woman, you know, especially knowing everything that happened with Bruce and this and that, and her backstory, and her being so young and this and that. So yeah, it was definitely a gross moment, you know, where even Louis was just like,
dude, the whole time they're talking and dealing with it, I was like, this is just awful.
Yeah, it was. And she's talking with a really deep accent.
Yeah, accent
with a little too much.
He was just like, look, just stop it. Just drop the accent altogether. It's taking me out.
Yeah. 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 And even that's so weird. You know, it's like you're in the middle of talking to this person you're paying to be Claudia, and you're like giving them like notes. Like, don't do that. Okay, let's start it from the top. You know, it's like it's so weird, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just shows you how broken Louis is, though.
What do you do when you're a broken person who has all the money in the world and you find someone that can do that? This is not, you know, different than, you know, superheroes doing it, or even the boys in the Homelander. You know, like this is not any different than that. And you find a surrogate for that, and it's creepy as hell.
Yeah. I guess some of the comments before we let it go too far. Lauren said, "I wonder if he already killed her. If Lestat like killed her, that'd be interesting." Yeah. To guess like a lot. I just don't like what they're doing with Gabriella.
Dude,
she's interesting. Yeah.
Their connection, and then when when he kisses her, and then he's like, "You need me," and he walks off, and he's like, "Yes, I can leave too." But it was just, I don't know. This whole storyline when they're kissing is just real hard for me to. Another cringy moment, and it's right after the whole thing with Louis. So like,
yeah, but her needing him now is not the same of him needing her then. And still now he still needs her, you know, or not need her, but he wants her to like love. Like, he even said like, "You're a horrible mother," you know. So, but he's still looking for that love in any kind of form, which is disgusting, you know. So, yeah, just you know, because I think she's using him for the convergence. What are they? Whatever it's called. You know?
The great thing with all the vampires that then he's going to be calling out to all the vampires, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally in the lyrics they're singing is like "make more" or whatever. It was like they're like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "What the fuck do you think that means?" It's like the vampire writing "make more." So, yeah. Lord said, "I don't like Armand, which they gave him less screen time."
Dude, that end of that Armand thing, what he does, makes him go jump. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, he's just an asshole. You know, he's already dealing with the fact
that was so messed up. That was so messed up. Yeah, Alex caught the biggest stray in history. Like, yeah, that was screw Armand.
Dude, and you finally found your fan, and they're saying how good you were, and he's thinking about all the stuff that's happened, and I think there was a chance that he was going to go back. And then Armand makes him jump in front of a train. That's crazy. He just jumped. This dude.
But meanwhile, he dies.
Friggin' prick.
And the rest of the band get to live forever. You know, so that's kind of like interesting because I thought that was that you know happening, you know, back to back was interesting because like Lestat tells them the story and they all like no turn us to vampires, and I was like, wow, you know, that's interesting. And I was like,
they cut their own arms and they're like, hey, here's the blood, let's go. I'm serious.
I wonder who slit his wrist. It was like, oh, if he doesn't turn you, you die. You know, so it's kind of like, damn, you know. So I thought that was like really, they're that much into it, you know. And I want, is it part curiosity, you know? Is it, do you think it's going to be this great thing, you know? like, do you want to hear the music like how Lestat's describing it? He's like, only vampires hear this, you know. So it's like, I don't know, you know. Oh, you know what? We didn't see him turn. Does he turn him or does he let him die? Maybe he does like a thing. He's like, you know, you're better off dead than being a vampire.
That's going to be interesting. What does he do? What does he decide to do?
We haven't seen. Yeah, we didn't see. We didn't see that him.
The rest of his band is not at the auction, so like we're at the beginning of the show, so we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So I didn't even think about that. I just assumed he turned them, but we didn't see it. So,
or he just says maybe he says, you know, we're just going to complete the album. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, he was gonna record everything anyway. So, but Ace said Louis looks so grossed out when they start kissing. Oh yeah. And I think that was in real life. Definitely that behind the scenes was a great thing to watch. Yeah, because for the two girls, they're still thinking it's a sex thing with him. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Louis stuck in this endless life destructive loop.
Yeah. But they're all in loops right now, right? I think that's what we're finding out about their lives.
Yeah. A witch out in her body. I'm not sure what do you mean.
So use a witch to you know bring her body and put it into that body, her soul into that body.
And can you do that over, you know, whatever 100 years or whatever long it's been?
It's a soul, so I don't know.
Yeah. The guy I mean like, but the person who loved the story, I was like, please stop. It was too much. You know, it was too much.
Just gross.
Yeah. The covers will come into play just not yet. Okay. Yeah. That's not the way he was her daddy. Exactly. Oh man. Yeah. Becoming into play very interesting point. Yeah. Never fight mom.
You know, it's funny because you just this show just really like just opens up all possibilities and you just let it go. You let it all work out because the show's just that good.
Yeah. So the more vampires that get made, the less of Amel's core and powers are with the newer vampires like Daniel. Or like it gets diluted.
Yeah.
Wow. I just because I don't know too much of the backstory of stuff, you know. So like the dude that was next to Akasha, you know, with like, you know, his head's broken and you know
her brother or
her brother or husband?
Her original husband.
husband.
Yeah. So then she, you know, chooses Lestat and she's gonna go back and yeah. But her introduction into the story is interesting.
Yeah. So we're they all need therapy. I don't know if there's enough time in the world for the amount of therapy they need now. Can we see a Mel come into play next season? Okay.
Yeah, you could.
For years. So wait, which one's a Mel? Have we already met a Mel?
Is that her brother?
Is that the dude that was next to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kill is her brother. And Kill.
And Kill, yeah.
And Kill, yeah.
Yeah, the vampires have all time in the world, exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. And Kill is their
king. Yep.
So who's a Mel then?
Yeah, I know Marius because Marius is the one that's there. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, something's going down. It was this late. But probably should start finishing up anyway. But man, yeah, this episode was so good. It was so good from beginning with the chaos to the emotions with it, everything. Akasha. Also, they found a perfect Akasha. She was great. She's great. Yeah,
so good.
I can't wait to see her.
Do you remember her?
Cleaned up. She was in Woman King. I knew that.
In Woman King, yeah.
Yeah, she was in Woman King. But yeah, I want to see her unstoned, whatever, and actually like out and about, and see her like messing up some shit.
Sheila Timms
Yeah.
is perfect because she has the physicality, the beauty, the elegance, all of it. So she's going to be really good. I love that casting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even that little bit of where she's doing all the rambling question kind of stuff, like that was awesome. You're just like, oh, is this all the shit in her head? Like just from laying there, like where is she getting all these questions from? Is it because she drank from Lestat, so she's like got some of his knowledge? Yeah, Lestat floating in the air being all crazy. That was so good.
That was nuts.
Yeah, this show is perfect. Yeah, I mean, for me right now, this is the best show on TV. This is the one thing I look forward to every week. I mean, I only got 2 more weeks, which sucks.
Dude, this is just a short season. And I wonder what. So next episode is going to be really interesting, and then going after that, it's going to be so sad. Like, what are we going to do now? You only gave me 7 weeks. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Luckily, we got Silo that just started, so they can hopefully carry us over. But 2 very different shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Very different shows. But yeah, it's definitely they're very good. Here, he said, long story, he merges with Akasha, and that's why she becomes the first vampire. Okay. Amel is the spirit that trapped her with Akasha that actually made her into a vampire. Okay, so it's more backstory stuff then, maybe. Teague, that's what the full title of Atlantis, the one where they get the full backstory. Okay. All right, you guys are getting to like all the books stuff or something like that. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to bring up real quick before we grade it?
No, besides the fact that the amazing job that everyone did, the singing, the acting, everything in this episode was just spot on, perfect.
The music is just awesome. Like I said, a lot of this season kind of rode on them really bringing it with the music and how that relates to pushing the narrative, and they really did a great job with that.
Well, saying it's about to hit the fan. It's gonna be fantastic to watch. 2 more weeks, about 2 more hours.
Dude, anyone? I mean, she is just so phenomenal. I look at her. She freaked me the hell out when she was screaming. I was like, yeah, this is it. She's something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like her teeth were like all like messed up, and I'm like, is that still because she's like part stone or because she's like 6,000 years old or whatever? So it's like, yeah. There's so much, and yeah, the next 2 episodes are gonna be so good. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
But yeah, I think that's about it for this one. I said talking about women's autonomy and how it was stolen from them, and I was thinking of this how thinking of this is not good for guys. Yeah. Or because it's stuff in the book, I was stolen from them, and I'm thinking of this is not good for guys. Oh, in the story.
Yeah.
She's gonna be mad at the guys.
What she does is doesn't she become something? She's trying to kill all the male vampires, and she just wants all women to be the ones who lead it. Isn't that what the Akasha thing is? She just wants all women. She leads it to all women being vampires. So she kills off like all the male vampires. I feel like that's what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much. So yeah, the books are a great reread during the off season, between seasons. Yeah, because now at the Goodwill, when I go thrifting, I look for Anne Rice books. So
Dude,
they usually have a lot.
Really?
Huh? Oh,
Anne Rice books
yeah.
are hard to find, and even when I go to old bookstores, they charge a lot.
Yeah, usually the hardcovers are expensive. I hardly find hardcovers at any thrift stores. But I know my mom was collecting a lot of the collection, years ago. So whenever we went to like any thrift stores, would always buy one. But now I was like, shit, I want for my collection because I would start reading them, because I'm kind of curious to see how how it all plays out. Because I know Erica was reading The Body Thief, and then a little bit of she was telling me was I was like, damn, really? So I was like, okay. So I'm kind of interested to see where that all goes too. But yeah, but great episode, great show. We got 2 more weeks left. We were supposed to do a giveaway because we got some giveaway stuff. So definitely in the next 2 weeks, we'll be doing some giveaways.
We gotta get this thing, because it's show. You got one of the pictures?
I can bring it up since you guys are in here. If anybody wants some Erin the Vampire artwork, when we went to C2E2, bring it up real quick. So if you're watching live, you get to see it first. But if you're watching the replay, it gives you a reason to come and join us live, because we'll be doing some giveaways. So I believe we have 2 of these we're gonna be giving away with Lestat and Louis. And then we got 2 of these. I don't know if I can rotate it, but we got young Daniel and Armand kind of smoking. So and he's got the blood on his neck, so that's kind of dope, So I believe we also have 2 of these. I think we bought 2 of each.
Yes, we did.
So we'll definitely be giving away those for sure. Sure. And that's the artist if you want to look up. She had a lot of other cool stuff too, but we walked by the interview with the vampire stuff. We're like,
yep, taking that and that.
Yeah. So we got some Daniel and Armand, and we got Louis and Lestat, which this is a great picture.
It is.
So,
yeah, that one's super cool.
So we'll definitely be giving away those. So we'll do 2 next week and then 2 on the finale. Yeah. So if you're watching live, obviously you're gonna come back next week. So if you're watching on the replay, come and join us. We'll be doing some giveaways. It'll be a lot of fun. So, but cool. Yeah, everyone's like, yes, please. That's really cool. I like that a lot. To make it fire. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're 11 by 14, I think.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
So they're
poster size.
Yeah, poster size. Yeah, just started watching the show. That show, really good.
That's it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So there you go. But cool. Let's get out of here. We appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us. If you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday, at least for the next 2 Mondays, while we talk about the Vampire Lestat. We got 2 more episodes. We're gonna be doing some giveaways with some awesome artwork. So make sure you guys come and join us for that as well. And we appreciate everyone in the live chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming in, hanging out with us with all the awesome comments. But yeah, like I said, come and join us next week for our giveaway. And let's move on to our next topic for the night.
Cool.
Oh, got a little brain fart at the end there. I was about to end the stream totally. I was like, wait a minute. Let's not do that yet. Thanks so much, Ian. Great live stream. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Jen.
Yep. Thanks for coming, Jen. We gotta get you on one of these interview with the vampire episodes. I feel bad for Danny because I know we do it so late. for
that's why Danny he jumped in and I was like, yeah, that's when we said we were doing Supergirl. I was like, yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. So
yeah. So we'll try to get Jen. I still wanted to get Tina into, because she's a big.
Tina had a really good one. I enjoyed her stream yesterday. So
yeah. I watched that. I watched that today on the replay. So, but yeah, definitely go check out what's her channel name? Tina
Lockhair.
Well, I know that's her handle on
is that Twitter or
on Twitter and stuff. I don't know if that's the name of her channel.
It's something to do with Lock.
Yeah. So real quick.
And
she does a lot of movie stuff and the movie layer.
The movie layer, Lockhair. So the movie layer. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, the movie layer. Yeah. Yeah, she did a breakdown. Damn, it's got 11,000 views. God, what?
She's phenomenal in it with
She
her
is
breakdown.
super
She
awesome.
understands it. So I understand it 100%.
She's super
Because
awesome.
I'm like 2 of those 11,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She got damn. Those are crazy numbers for us, man. Well, this is one of her that's one of her most popular ones. Yeah,
That makes sense. She understands
her number one, her biggest. Yeah, but her biggest episode is talking about recasting T'Challa, which is funny. And then she talks about the Doomsday trailer. But then, she talks about Vampire Lestat, a leaked trailer. And then she talks about this last episode is her 4th biggest video on her page. So.
And it came out.
It was a great fucking thumbnail. Yeah, I think it's an AI thumbnail, but either way, it is a good thumbnail. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but it works. But yeah, but check her out. She's cool. She does a lot of movie stuff as well. So
she'll tell you
she's
all
always
about
on
the
with
king
like
and how they're connected, and then how she's gonna look for her own new king, and then when she has Lestat, what she's gonna do to the rest of the vampires. It's all there.
Yeah. But definitely go check her out. She's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right. Let's get out of here for the night. I'm starting to get tired. I know you guys are tired. Feel better, Brian. I know you're not feeling good.
Wait to lay down.
Yeah. Definitely check her out. Yeah, she's awesome. And I think she's unbiased in a lot of things as well. I think she says her opinion and she'll say like things that are like.
But if you like it, then this is okay. You don't have to like what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Well, cool. Let's get out of here. We will see you guys Thursday. X-Men 97. We still got to do Avatar: The Last Airbender because I know Brian wants to hear my rant.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear it because, dude, the end of that, the last 3 episodes, I was like, bro, y'all don't know nothing about Bossy saying.
Nothing
for real.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But definitely do that. All right, but cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. I like the Naughty Librarian. She's awesome too. I watch a lot of her stuff. Yeah, especially the Vampire Chronicle stuff. All right. Yep. Just sub to Tina. Awesome. Yep.
Ace.
Good night, everybody. Good night. So let's get out of here. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Peace.
See you guys Thursday.
The board has concluded the call.